Welcome to the 2024 SYC New York, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management, by T&D Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from ABC Gates Bowl in Gates, New York, it's the 2024 SYC New York. Welcome to the 2024 SYC New York, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management, by T&D Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from ABC Gates Bowl in Gates, New York, it's the 2024 SYC New York. Welcome to the 2024 SYC New York, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management, by T&D Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from ABC Gates Bowl in Gates, New York, it's the 2024 SYC New York. Welcome to the 2024 SYC New York, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management, by T&D Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from ABC Gates Bowl in Gates, New York, it's the 2024 SYC New York. Welcome to the 2024 SYC New York, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management, by T&D Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from ABC Gates Bowl in Gates, New York, it's the 2024 SYC New York. Welcome to the 2024 SYC New York, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management, by T&D Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from ABC Gates Bowl in Gates, New York, it's the 2024 SYC New York. Welcome to the 2024 SYC New York, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management, by T&D Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from ABC Gates Bowl in Gates, New York, it's the 2024 SYC New York. Welcome to the 2024 SYC New York, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management, by T&D Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from ABC Gates Bowl in Gates, New York, it's the 2024 SYC New York. Welcome to the 2024 SYC New York, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management, by T&D Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from ABC Gates Bowl in Gates, New York, it's the 2024 SYC New York. Welcome to the 2024 SYC New York, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management, by T&D Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from ABC Gates Bowl in Gates, New York, it's the 2024 SYC New York. Welcome to the 2024 SYC New York, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management, by T&D Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowl Metrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from ABC Gates Bowl in Gates, New York, it's the 2024 SYC New York. Welcome to the 2024 SYC New York, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management, by T&D Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowl Metrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from ABC Gates Bowl in Gates, New York, it's the 2024 SYC New York. Welcome to the 2024 SYC New York, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management, by T&D Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowl Metrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from ABC Gates Bowl in Gates, New York, it's the 2024 SYC New York. Welcome to the 2024 SYC New York, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management, by T&D Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowl Metrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from ABC Gates Bowl in Gates, New York, it's the 2024 SYC New York. Welcome to the 2024 SYC New York, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management, by T&D Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowl Metrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from ABC Gates Bowl in Gates, New York, it's the 2024 SYC New York. Welcome to the
All
2020.
right, good morning, everyone. Cliff, your camera, you're a little short over there.
It's my actual height. I'm 5'1".
Oh, good morning, everyone. I'm Blair. That, of course, is the Cliff Barnes. Someone
Good morning,
yesterday,
everybody.
they kept calling you the Cliff Barnes in the chat, so now I'm letting that stick.
I don't understand. I don't know why, but I don't know who that poor soul was, but thanks.
Cliff, we're so happy that you're here with us this weekend. Of course, you are the owner of Bowlers Mart and Cool Wick with your wife, Brandy. We've got the Cool Wick team here, Gerald and Nick.
They're rocking it. They're doing great.
We have the whole crew. It's been
Yeah,
fun.
everybody's here. It's awesome.
Yeah, and everyone was looking at some gear this morning. Your booth was hopping.
Yeah, it was shoulder to shoulder in there. It was pretty wild.
Yeah, very cool.
Great people up here.
Yeah, and we are, of course, at ABC Gates Bowl. It's day 2, round 3. We did all of our awards this morning for round 2, and now this is the big one. This is the last round. There were kids coming in telling me what they needed to do to get to first.
Thought about it all night.
They knew.
Ready.
Yeah.
Game plan, strategy. Now it's just time to execute.
Here is Tyler Jones, of course, Cliff's son, who matched his shoes to his jersey.
Yeah, he did good.
He's got the cool gear on.
And we've already made more spares today than we made all day yesterday. So we're off to a good start. So good job, Ty.
Next up, we got Grant Taylor. Kai Struthers is on that lane too. Adam Wakely, Caden Griffin, Ethan Amankra. Sorry, Ethan. And then on 33 and 34, which you can also see, you see Mr. Eli Inkner up. He was a medalist yesterday on the round 2. Cameron Bennett, T. Green, CJ Quimbergy, Miles Gordon, and Nicholas Riley. Those are the bowlers you're watching.
Yeah, you were saying Nicholas just started bowling in January.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
He filled out his bio yesterday, and he is pretty new to bowling, and you wouldn't know it when you watch him bowl.
Nope.
Which is pretty cool. Kai's not new to bowling, and he just struck.
Definitely not new to bowling.
I'm pretty sure he's a member of Junior Team USA. If he's not currently, he was last year, and will be back on the team.
Oh yeah, those are amazing.
Yeah.
Love his outfits too. Yesterday he was rocking Scooby.
I loved the Scooby jersey.
The Scooby was solid.
Yeah.
Today he's rocking the Flintstones. It's fun to see all the kids out here with all the different jerseys.
Well, I do think, as we're talking about jerseys, Cool Wick, you guys brought a whole bunch of color to the SYC this year. Like lots of different drip. I
Can you explain? Can you explain this term?
I can't. I'm out. I'm out. But no, and I think the whole jersey game, like you've kind of lived through the change, but it's different than it was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Or even 20 years ago.
It's definitely different. Like I remember when we first started bowling, it was polos and embroidery, and
Right.
if you had an embroidered shirt, like you were really something,
Right.
But now it's so cool with the sublimation process. You can really express yourself with your designs.
Yeah, as we see Yoda on
that's
CJ's
amazing.
jersey.
You got Yoda. You got your favorite ball over here with the phase 2.
Yeah.
You got Scooby. You got the Flintstones. Geometric shapes. It's awesome. So it's really cool. It's really cool being able to help the kids express themselves through their apparel. And when you feel good, you bowl good, right? Like
Right.
You come out, you get dressed in the morning, you throw your cologne on, splash a little on, you feel good about yourself. You come out here and you have a good time. So
That's the goal. Nana has put in your other name for your company, Cool Whip.
Cool Whip. That's what we do.
Oh, you need to make Papa a Cool Whip jersey.
Well, yeah, we do need a Cool Whip jersey. We might get sued, but
Probably.
you guys have good smelling balls. Maybe we should figure out how to make good tasting jerseys. Like a Cool Whip taste.
There you go. Now you're going down a whole different track.
Yeah, what a combination that would be. I got this
Kidding.
Cool Whip smelling storm ball and this Cool Whip tasting jersey.
Yeah, really. That would be crazy.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. We'll have Gerald start testing out the tasted jerseys when we get back to Florida.
So funny. Michael says the New York jersey is sick. I agree. And there were a couple different versions. Caden's wearing the Times Square jersey, which I thought was super cool.
Yep.
There was the New York with the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
And then there was the license plate one, which has a secret code in it, which some of the kids were trying to crack.
Yeah, secret code.
Yep.
If anybody texted on a Nokia phone, they might be able to crack the code.
Instantly.
But yeah. No, it's a lot of fun. I will say that the jersey thing is a lot of fun. So,
Yeah.
you know, we're blessed that we get to meet all these great people and have a good time. And we're lucky.
Yeah.
You know, the bowling industry is the greatest industry ever. Get to hang out and do what you love and hang out with cool people.
I agree with that.
But yeah. I think we're going to see some good scores today.
That's the goal. What's the pattern length over there that you've got the long?
Looks like we got 47 feet.
Oh, it's long.
47 feet. It is pretty long.
That's a long pattern.
Yep, 28 mils. So the kids can find it. It should stay there for a while.
Mr. Adam Wakely here.
Yeah, he throws it good.
He throws it so good.
But his hair is not as crazy as you'd hope for.
He told me it's been years. I don't think it's been years. I'm going to go back to the footage, Adam. I think it's been 1 year since his hair was crazy, but we're going with a more subtle look.
It's still good looking hair.
Oh, he's got good hair.
The kid's got good hair.
Yes, agreed. He struck, and then he's like in this little out of bounds area that he needs to overcome.
Ooh.
That was not fair.
Yeah, it stinks. It's the only trick. Like, there's a little bit of hold if you can get away with it, but not a lot of bump right, especially on the fresh. So
Adam's like, I need to restart. I need to just like go back to what I was doing frame one. Meanwhile, here's Miles Gordon. He's playing pretty far right, actually. Now, the kids did tell me after practice they found this weird, like, hidden hack on the long pattern.
Right.
To the right.
Yeah, I believe it.
And they were finding it with urethane and some other different shapes, but.
So Heather Sterner, she lives in the area, and she came by yesterday to say hi, and we were talking, and she did mention that because her and Jason Sterner, they bowl here a lot, and she was saying that maybe you can find something out there close to the gutter sometimes.
Yeah.
It seems like the gutter is in play sometimes here, no matter what the pattern is.
Except on the short yesterday, it seemed like.
Except on the short.
They took the gutter out of play. I was like, how did this happen? But yeah, it does look like, I don't know, maybe Miles is, he had a double, so we'll have to watch what he's doing and see if he stays out there. He's the only one I've seen really try that.
Yeah, and a lot of kids don't really practice the gutter anymore, right, with the high rev rates. So
yeah.
I try getting my son to play the gutter, and he throws it up 10. That's his gutter. So
close.
So Danielle showed him last night. Danielle was practicing.
Oh, nice.
I asked her to be kind and give me her definition of what the gutter is, and she labeled one like right up the G.
Yeah.
Right up one. And
did Ty's eyes go like?
Ty's face turned red, and then we walked away. So.
It is possible, kids, to play the one board.
And if you throw it in the gutter, that's okay.
It is totally okay. Benjamin Pryor. Whew. He is off screen, but he's gone spare 4-bagger. And he's a local, so he might have a little hidden hack here too going on.
Yeah, it looks like London Lewis also.
Oh, yeah.
Front 4. Yeah,
so
I think we're going to see some scores. I'm hoping we do. It's fun to see good scores.
For sure.
Get that one a little outside.
That's the OB you were talking about there. Unfortunately, Tyler found it.
Tyler found it.
Cameron Bennett was another of our medalists on the round 2, the medium pattern. Let's pull up some scores. Let's see what everyone. I'm gonna pull up totals. So in the U18 boys, Jacob Boxey is currently leading the field, averaging 227 for 10 games.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Adam Wakely, though, he's in 6th.
Yeah, he could make a run.
He totally could make a run.
It seems like 3rd is 216 over, and you got 4th, 5th, and 6th all within 10 pens of each other at 175, 174, 165, 162. It is tight.
All the way down nearly to 10th.
Yeah, 4 through 10 is pretty close.
So there could be some movement in the U18 boys today. Let's go U15 boys. So Miles Gordon, who you see on 34, he's currently leading the U15 boys, followed by Eli Inkner and CJ. This whole pair is bowling great.
Yeah, that's a good pair.
Yeah. Cameron Bennett, London Lewis, who's just to the right. That's the top 5 there. But Miles is kind of running away. Well, actually, Eli and Miles are chasing each other.
Yeah, the top 2 are really running away with it.
Yeah.
Gold and silver would be a good fight today.
And they're on the same pair, so
yeah,
they know what the other's doing.
Yeah, it's like Sunday on the PGA Tour. You're gonna know you guys are paired up together.
Yeah.
Add a little drama and excitement to it.
It's pretty fun. On the U18 girls side, we do have a little race going on. Gianna Brandolino and Abigail Starkey. Abby's currently leading at plus 213, but you can never count Gianna out.
No, you can't.
And
you can pop off a big one real quick.
Yeah, she's plus 124. So, but Abby had a great day yesterday, and as Leanne pointed out, she beat her boyfriend on the medium pattern. So it's always fun to do that.
Smart man.
So you can find all those scores on bullmetrics.com. That's where all of the scores take place. That was a heck of a lead for Caden. Poor kid. That was a lot of pins everywhere. He came back like, I don't even understand what just happened. Do you know one of Kai's nicknames is Popcorn?
Popcorn?
Popcorn.
What's the explanation of popcorn?
Apparently, so it came up in a live stream one time because everyone started calling him Popcorn. I'm like, is there a nickname I don't know about? And his mom told me that he was bowling on live stream at like Junior Gold or something, and he was snacking on popcorn, and he was striking. So everyone just kept saying like, keep giving him popcorn, and so like he
Feed
kept,
this man.
yeah,
the fuel.
he kept like going all day. Kept like winning matches and stuff. So everyone just started calling him Popcorn.
All right, well, if he doesn't get some strikes going, I'm gonna go get him some popcorn.
Yeah, we'll find some.
I'm gonna feed this beast. How's your arm feeling today?
It's fantastic. Well, it's 70% better than yesterday.
70%.
Yeah. ABC Gates took care of it though. They were on it. They were like, we're going to get anything. So
if anybody wasn't aware yesterday, we're sitting in the booth and Blair's like, it's kind of like doing some weird stuff, and she's like, something's biting me.
I thought it was a spider.
Something's biting me.
Right. I mean, not that I've ever had a spider bite, but you just don't. There was a bee. A bee like made its way into my sweatshirt. So anyway.
Infiltrated Blair's apparel.
I still don't know how it happened. If anyone wants to come up with some crazy story about how a bee snuck into my jacket and stung me, you can't really make it up.
Inside the bowl.
But anyway.
And you didn't even get any cool superpowers like
I know,
Spider-Man.
we were hoping.
No wasp.
Like, wake up with wings or something. Nope.
You could do some quantum computing in your head.
No. I was very pleased to see the swelling had gone down this morning, though. So that was. But I said, I was like, if it's going to happen to anyone, let it be me. I'm just sitting here doing nothing. The bowlers actually have to do something. Like, I'm glad that I got stung. And I'm not allergic, so.
Yeah, that would be a real problem.
I mean, it was kind of, at first I was like, because You don't get stung by a bee every day. I don't know about you. The last time I got stung, I was 8.
I was 8 too. The last time I sat on the bee outside.
Yeah, I was
very
doing
unpleasant.
I was doing a good deed. I was going to get mail of my neighbors, and they had a bee or a nest or something, and I went to get mail, and then I got stung by a bee. It's like, anyway.
Last time I'm doing a good deed for them.
Yeah, no kidding. It was kind of one of those like, really? I should be getting good karma.
No, straight punishment.
So.
Well, it's good to know that your arm is
Yeah.
looking better today.
Yes, much better. It is making for a funny story, but and it is the Hall of Famer's birthday today. Leanne
It is.
Wilsonberg.
It's Leanne's birthday. We celebrated this morning by watching Leanne's victory in Texas.
Nice. That's a good one.
Ty was not aware of the history of Leanne, so I had to fill him in.
Nice.
I was like, do you know who you're talking to?
Yeah.
Do you know this is like one of the greats?
So the kids, we have to remind them every once in a while. We're like, guys, Leanne's she's not just a tournament director.
Yeah.
Like
She's not just a Storm employee.
Yeah.
She's not just here to run your tournament. She's literally one of the best to ever do it.
Exactly.
And she's so humble about it.
And she doesn't even want because Taryn Murphy's parents came by and she's like, are you gonna sing to Leanne this morning? But I embarrassed her on Friday already. I made everyone sing to her, which she was mortified about. We got a cake.
You did a good job.
Thank you. I try.
Good.
Yes, but no, I'm not going to do it again today. That would be too much for her. She likes to go under the radar.
Yeah, you might get punished for that one.
Yeah, I do have to fly home with her today. Sitting next to her. Our friend Mrs. Struthers, who is not here this weekend. I miss you, Mrs. Struthers. But she said, please give that kid some popcorn. He did strike, though. Even just talking about popcorn, putting it into the air, caused a strike.
He could just sense it.
He could.
Well, I'll do that, Mr. Others. If my man knows start striking, I'm going to go get him some popcorn.
I got some shout outs for Miles. Hello, Starla. Good morning. The Columbus crew.
Your people.
My people. I love Columbus.
Columbus is a cool town.
It's so cool. I tell people that. I don't know why people think it's not cool. It's got this like weird. I think it's Ohio State.
It's Ohio.
I know.
Everybody gives Ohio such a bad rap. Ohio is a cool place.
It is.
Like people talk trash on Cleveland.
Right.
Cleveland's awesome.
It's fun. There's a lot to do.
Every time I go to Cleveland, I have a good time. Columbus, I have a good time.
Yeah.
Akron, like everywhere I go in Ohio, it's a good time.
Caden's another Columbus bowler, and do you know he just started working with a new coach who I think is a pretty good coach, Zeke Bate.
Oh yeah, he's all right.
Yeah, just won a
He's
regional.
won a couple things.
So he won his first PBA title, so I think he might know a thing or two.
Eagles.
Couple
right?
Eagles.
Couple Eagles.
Couple
like,
Eagles.
How many can bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one to learn from. You guys have so much talent in that area.
It's nuts when you start to like think about it or show up to bowl a tournament and you like that was the thing, like you go to bowl Ohio Queens and you're like, yeah, this is gonna be hard. Jody Wester shows up, like Mary Wells or Mary Tang, Jen Higgins, Trisha Reed.
Yeah, there's some players.
Yeah, Shannon Plahowski. Like, it's just I could keep going.
And a ton that you're just not even remembering right now because it's early.
It is early. All right, here's Eli. So Eli is definitely more awake than Miles this morning in terms of striking. Oh, and he trips a 4. This is going to be a fun race to watch today.
It is.
Unfortunately, they're on the live stream game 1. This would be a fun one, like game 4 or 5, to see where they're at.
Yeah, that would be fun. Last game.
But if you're in the building and you're like, who should I watch today? I would look at this pair, Eli and Miles.
It's gonna be a good one.
That was a good shot by Ethan there.
Oh yeah.
Miles is like, excuse me, Blair, I can strike too.
This is what I do, Blair. I don't know why you're busting on me. This is what I do.
Right. I'm here.
Those are good.
So good. These kids are just so good. And then, of course, you're going to see, well, that was Teak, which Teak is pulling the, like, Cobra Kai.
Dude, I am
Look.
so down with Teague's headband.
I know. Like, you need to come out with a headband series for Teak.
We do. We need a headband series.
Die sub headbands.
I just want to roundhouse kick something just watching it.
Right?
You know?
Right. It's cool again.
It is cool.
Yeah, the Karate Kid is back.
Cobra Kai.
I watched that show.
It's a great show.
It's so good. I missed it during COVID, and we watched it recently. Like, my neighbors and I are always looking for new shows to watch, and they were like, this one's just like a fun one. And it is just fun.
It is fun. It's hokey.
Right.
You know, it's like 80s.
Exactly.
It's kind of cheesy, but good cheesy. It's fun. It's a great show.
It's like what sitcoms used to be. There's not really any, like, you know, it's not, there is drama, but it's like cheesy drama,
it's not
right?
like super animosity filled. It's like
they're not trying to tell you something.
It's like you watch Family Matters, and then you can watch the show, and it could be on TGIF.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's just good. It's just good quality, wholesome sitcom.
Agreed.
And the kids love it. Tyler loves it.
Yeah.
We don't have a whole lot of sitcoms like that.
No, not anymore.
Nice shot.
Mr. Grant. Grant Taylor is a very nice young man.
Yeah, him and his father.
So nice. They're just like good people.
I got to talk to his dad, Steve, yesterday. We were moving pairs together, and just a great family.
Yeah.
They're from a little bit north of your neck of the woods.
Yes.
They're from
like
Ohio.
Yeah, I can't. It's near Cleveland.
Elmira, not Elmira.
Yeah, I
Elmira?
think it's close. Let's see if he filled out a bio. Let's go to my handy dandy bios.
But Grant's father was saying they just purchased an 8-lane bowling center.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
8-lane bowling center.
That's fun. That's a fun. Owning a bowling center, I think, is a fun business. It probably is really stressful to all you bowling center owners out there. I'm not saying that it's not. It's always fun, but I think
Very stressful.
I think it's just as fun though.
It's got its fun upside, that's for sure.
For sure.
But I feel like an 8-lane center would be a lot more fun than a 48-lane center.
Yeah.
Because an 8-lane center, there's a lot less to manage, a lot less can go wrong. You can have a real good time. It's intimate.
Exactly.
You know everybody.
Great.
Like we could see 8 lanes from just sitting here.
Yeah.
So you could talk trash to everybody on 8 lanes.
Yeah.
Have a great time.
You could live stream every day.
All the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, they I don't know all the details, but
It's super fun.
It was more of the bowling center needed somebody to purchase it, or it could possibly get lost. So they felt obligated.
That's cool.
To try to save it.
Well, and the kids are getting older now. Allie just graduated from high school. She's going to Pikeville. His older sister. He's near graduation. I'm not sure if he's a senior or a junior this year, but I could see the kids carrying through and running the center and have a little family business going on.
Yeah, and they all work in the businesses.
Yeah,
so.
that's cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Family business. A lot of people talk trash about family business, and it is tough. It's definitely got its ups and downs, but I wouldn't have it any other way. We're a family business. Me and my wife, all 3 of my kids work there, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And all of the employees are basically family.
Right. Your employees are big. You have a family. It's so fun. Like, I was watching you guys leave, and I'm like, I wish we were going out to dinner tonight.
We had a great time.
Yeah.
We were out till about 1:30 in the morning. We went to this really cool spot. It was recommended. What was the name?
Hooligans.
Hooligans.
Yeah, we went last year. Nana in the chat, she went with us last year.
Oh, I'm sure that was fun.
Yeah.
Nana gets wild.
Nana.
And Hooligan is the spot where you could get wild.
Yeah.
So great food, great wings, a lot of beer on tap. Yeah, it was a great spot.
Yeah, I'm bummed.
There you go, Ty. Next year.
Next year.
Next year we're going.
Well, no, whenever we're, we've got some great SYCs coming up. ABC Gates is, every year we come here, I'm like, okay, when are we coming back? Because I really like Rochester, and I don't know the schedule for next year, so anyone that wants me to spoil, I can't spoil it for you because I don't actually know. Leanne is the keeper of the schedule.
She is the gatekeeper of the schedule.
Yeah, so I don't know if we're coming back to ABC Gates next year. However, we still have 3 events on the schedule because we have Idaho next month, another fun one.
Yeah.
It'll be Boise. And then we go to Myrtle Beach, which is, everyone loves the Coastal Classic. And the entries open for that tomorrow. For anyone that's listening, that opens tomorrow at noon, and it opens and will close at 12:02.
Noon Eastern or Mountain?
Noon Mountain.
Noon
so
Mountain.
2
2 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah. And that one will sell out quick. And then our final event of the year will be in Baton Rouge, which is another fun area that people always like, that New Orleans.
Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge. Okay, Jean.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a good time. Those guys know how to have fun down there.
New Orleans is cool. So the last time we were in Baton Rouge, I think it was the Taylors. There used to be this whole Ohio posse, but a lot of them have aged out. And we have some younger Ohioans coming through. But the Ohio posse all went on this haunted ghost tour in New Orleans. Like, it was on a bus, and they drove them around and told them ghost stories and stuff. And they said it was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah. That is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We had my nephew graduated from basic.
Okay.
In Carolina a couple weeks ago, so we went up there to watch him graduate, and we went through Charleston on the way, and we went through basically like a bus trolley tour, a haunted one. It was really fun. Like, it's like telling ghost stories, but there could be some paranormal activity going on. Charleston, Savannah, a lot of St. Augustine. Those cities are so old, and they spend so much crazy chaos happen there.
Right.
So, there's some really good stories if you ever in those areas. They're worth it.
Yeah.
Like, they are definitely worth the time and the money to do those type of experiences.
Especially for the teenagers that all are like, oh, we're not scared of anything. Okay.
Maybe. Maybe you're not.
Yeah, let's go hear about the history of not being scared of anything. Because back in the day, there was some wild stuff.
You're not scared of anything until you're scared of something. And then usually you've had an experience where it definitely put some hair on your chest.
It's true.
You ever had any kind of like ghostly experience?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Some paranormal activity?
100%. My grandma's house is haunted.
Yeah?
With my grandpa, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we've never tested that, but I totally. If you believe in ghosts. So my grandpa passed away when I was really little, at home. Yes, and I was like 18 months, so almost 2, and he always would play ball with me on the porch. And my mom tells a story of, like, one day they were at my grandma's, and I was sitting on the porch like I used to, and I was holding the ball, and I was rolling it like I did with my grandpa, and it was rolling back to me.
Wow. That's awesome.
And she's watching this happen, and, like...
That's so cool.
Yeah.
It's the grandpas are awesome.
They're great.
If anybody is going to haunt you, you want it to be grandma or grandpa.
Right.
Like our grandpa, we didn't have anything as cool as that happen.
Yeah.
We have this clock that's been in the family for a couple hundred years, and it's just a grandfather mantle clock.
Yeah.
And after he passed, we had a ceremony, and we woke up the next day, and the door of the clock was open.
Oh, no way. Oh, wow.
And then it opened a few other times.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
it's kind of like, letting you know.
Yeah, they're here.
I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm around.
Right.
But yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's wild. There were some others. I don't know all the stories, but there was some wild stuff happened. He still messes with my grandma. He's still around. He I don't know how it all works, you know, how you believe or whatever, but he definitely messes with her a little bit. So, but he died really young. He was only 58 when he passed.
Yeah,
So he was really young. But our friend Adam here, Adam's having a rough go to start. So I hope that his day gets a little better. He couldn't figure this pair out. Tyler figured it out a little bit, or tried to.
He salvaged it. Miles over here threw 4 out of the last 5 after you were talking, just to show you.
Yeah,
like,
he was like, he's like, yeah, I'm striking. Like, what are you talking about? You're
like,
crazy.
get out of here with this nonsense.
Yeah. Eli crushed him.
Yeah, he did. Great
237. He's like, all right, Miles, what you got?
Come at me.
Which I would not say that to Miles ever to his face, because he would be like, okay, 270.
Yeah, watch this.
Yeah, really. I mean, he could shoot 300 at me. Like, it's totally doable. They are striking.
Arlington Coin, family owned since 1980.
Nana, yeah. See, family-owned businesses. Well, another thing I was going to say about family-owned businesses was, I mean, this bowling center, I don't know that I've ever been in another bowling center that sells their masking units for advertisements.
Yeah.
And Kelvin was telling me yesterday, he started doing this in 2021. Mm-hmm. And now they're obviously selling the ads up top, like they have premium advertisements. But a lot of them are league bowlers that have their own businesses, and they're like, oh, I'd love to put my ad up here.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And he's like, it's been great doing that. And you see different stuff, like off camera, you can't really see it's next to the global one, but there's some food places, insurance, realtors, all the stuff that you know, if you're bowling league and you're like, man, I really need a realtor, and you see an ad, you're like,
why wouldn't I try him?
All right. He's a
bowler.
Yeah.
He sponsors the bowling center. It's a great idea. Like, I've seen a couple places back home that they would sell banners like that, masking units.
It's great.
Small business, like helping small business.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
And what a great place. Like, he was telling us the story, like, basically during COVID and how they were worried and they got this place going. And that was obviously a real scary time for a lot of business owners.
100%.
But, you know, they had faith that it was going to pan out. Bowling was going to come back strong.
And it did.
And look at it. They're doing great here.
Yeah, they love running events. And I told, like, Kelvin was in here yesterday, and I'm like, you can't teach a bowling center how to run events. You have to just have it in you. Like,
it's passion driven.
Yeah.
Like, you got to have the passion for bowling to run good events.
Right. And then you have to have the culture for your employees to make them love the events as much as you do, which he has here. Yeah. I mean, all the employees are like, they're so excited when an event is here.
I saw the lane attendant yesterday going through all the chairs and making sure they were 100% in a perfect line, like moving them inch by inch, each one individually. And I was just like, wow, like, look at this attention to detail with these guys.
Danielle McEwen got called out this morning by the lane attendant. He said, our special guest last evening did not clean up after her rosin bag. Oh, she was like, oh, man.
Yeah, what are you doing, Danielle?
Yeah.
She was the last person in here last night too.
I'm only calling her out in joke, because she's been awesome this weekend. Danielle's great. And it's always great when we get to see her. We don't get to see her as often because she is traveling and bowling
all over the world,
like all year. She's a hard worker.
She's one of the best.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Danielle. Everybody loves
everyone. I don't know anyone that doesn't like her. If you don't like Danielle, you need to reassess your.
You need to check yourself. There's something wrong with you. Why do you hate?
It's like hating puppies.
Yeah, who hates puppies?
Like,
who hates puppies? Nobody. If you hate puppies, that's your problem.
Right.
If you hate Danielle McEwen, that is your problem.
All you.
You need to go get checked out.
Speaking of Danielle, she'll be in here game 2 to call some action. Kai Struthers. Oh, I thought we were going to strike out here.
Hey, we started talking about popcorn, though, and he stepped it up.
He did.
He pulled it out.
Mama Struthers, he is over the 200 barrier this morning. So But now you know the secret. If you're struggling,
I don't know if you guys saw that on 34.
and then it knocked it down. That 10 pin.
The 6 kicked
Oh,
it.
what's
The
yeah?
6 tapped it just enough to move it,
Oh,
but it didn't tip over, and then it stood up
This is bowling.
over in the 9.5 spot.
Jeez. All right. Well, with that, Kai shot 208. We have to wait for a pin to be reset. We're gonna take a short break. Cliff, thanks for hanging out with us this weekend.
Again, yeah, thanks for having us again, Blair.
We may see you in Idaho, but we'll definitely see you in the Coastal Classic. So if you're watching and you're coming to that event, you get to meet Cliff.
Yeah, I'll be there. I've been informed that I will be in Idaho. By
Oh,
the boss.
nice. Good.
Yeah, the
Very
boss.
cool.
Both bosses told me I'll be in Idaho. So
Excellent.
we'll be in Idaho.
All right. Well, we will enjoy having you in Idaho. You know the dudes live in Idaho.
The dudes.
The bowling dudes.
I did not know that.
The doggies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I love the dudes.
All right. All right. We'll be right back.
All right, guys. Have a good week.
All right, we are back, and Danielle is joining us. Danielle, how's it going?
It's going good. How about you?
Oh, it's been good. We've been just chilling here. I don't know what's happening to my banner though. Hold on. I got closing us in. My banners are struggling this morning a little bit.
Hey, they're still standing. They're doing just fine.
So you were watching some bowling. What did you observe game one on this awesome long pattern?
So I was hanging out down on the low end where the under 18 girls were bowling. Looks very tricky. I saw a lot of surface getting at it in practice, trying to get the ball to read the lane the right way. It seems like most of them are kind of around the track area, like right around second arrow, trying to play really straight. If they get the ball to the right at all, it's gone. There is no recovery if you're trying to shape it at all to the right. You have a little bit of hold if you get it in front of you.
Yeah.
Definitely can kind of play like in the middle of the lane, not really giving away the 3-pin all that much. That seems to be the best look. How are the boys down here?
That kind of sums up what they were trying to do. I mean, they're a little left, obviously, because they have a higher rev rate, but definitely there is some out of bounds that if you hit, nothing's going to help it. So, and you just kind of hope that it doesn't leave you something
Right. Whenever
too terrible.
we see patterns like this, you kind of want to play the hold. Like instead of looking for a hook, you want to try to find where you can kind of trap the pocket and then just play off of that. Keeps you away from shooting those washouts and those 2-8-10s a little bit.
Yeah, no one likes those.
No, definitely not.
I mean, I don't care how good you are at picking up washouts. By the fourth one, you're like,
Enough.
okay, fine. I
For
give
sure.
in. I give in. Ryan Michael Lang is best dressed today.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Very sharp.
The belt matches. Man, he is killing it. His socks match.
What's the phrase? Look good, feel good, bowl good.
I think that's what he's going for. And
There you go.
he's got a little Dutch 200 going on right now. So we are watching on 31 and 32. That's Mr. Sean Buck. We've also got Mr. Ray Sear, Jaden Conto, Ian Hornscheid, who had, I think, a 298 yesterday. I'll have to check that. But Josh Hickman and Dylan Barnes. And then on 33 and 34, we've got Tegan Gross, Jesse Tacone, Connor Anthony, Ryan Lang, Max Benware, and Gavin Fremries. I apologize if I butchered your name. Got a shout out for Tegan. Jesse's a good kid. Jesse's been around for a few SYCs. I think we're reaching nearly the end of his SYC and youth career. It's always bittersweet.
Absolutely, but it's so cool to have people that kind of go through the whole program, if you will, here through all the divisions and all the different locations that you have it.
Good to see a lot of parts of the country, which is really cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So cool. At such a young age.
Yeah. And we don't, I mean, the thing is, like, everyone always asks, how come you don't do, like, Player of the Year awards or high average? Well, we don't intend for families to do every SYC, right? It's not built as a tour per se. We're just taking kind of regional events to different bowling communities. Right. And so you should pick and choose the ones that make sense for your family. And then there are some people that go to all of them or most of them.
Absolutely.
Which is amazing. But got some shout outs for Ray Sear. Ryan Lang bowls from Delaware and is a frequent Storm Mid-Atlantic JBT bowler. Well, he is best dressed today, Scott. Dylan's wearing the cool beach jersey. I like this one too.
I do like that one. That's the same one that Leanne has on, I believe.
Yeah.
I complimented her earlier.
It's beautiful.
little bit of striking going on now in front of us. Maybe it's starting to develop into something.
I hope so. I like it when they start to strike. Usually the long pattern, in most cases, is the most forgiving. This is a long, long pattern, though. So sometimes, the girls may struggle a little bit when it's a little longer.
Yeah, so we're looking at 47 feet. That is down there.
Oh, 4 in a row for Max.
I think it's going to open up. I think there's a lot of surface going down. They're going to transition them. I think maybe we'll, for at least the middle games, maybe see some good scores. Might get tricky again after that, but
Yeah. Here's Ray. That's another one that's pulled a few SYCs. Grown up through the program, as you said. It's very cool to see. Throwing the absolute power.
very
Great
nice
shot. Great shot. Throws it good.
Absolutely. Very good.
Yeah, so yesterday, Ian bowled 297, and Dylan, who's on the same pair, shot 289 in the same game.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How cool.
Maybe they'll do it again. Although Ian, now it could be Jaden and Sean. And Ray. They're on the striking train through 2 frames, everyone. We're getting a little ahead of ourselves.
That's okay. We can get excited for it.
Great shot by Jaden. Is there anything that you've kind of observed fully at the SYC, or something from the kids that you just have, I don't know, like noticed that they're all good sports or something?
Yeah, so this goes for the kids and the families here. Like, there's definitely, like, a bigger family situation going on here. Like, for example, we were outside the other day doing our, like, carnival thing.
Yeah.
Like, just something fun for the kids before bowling started. And it started downpouring, and every single family
Oh my gosh.
started helping. Like, no one just ran. Everyone could have ran inside and been, like, out of the rain. But they chose to help clean
Yeah.
everything up and get everything inside and make sure that we were set up and ready to go. And that says a lot about the people that are here and taking part in these events, that, they're not just coming to bowl an event and get out of here. It's you're creating relationships and bonds with people that make them want to help you in the rain, which says a whole lot.
Yeah, that was crazy. Even Leanne said, like, she took one thing in. I was outside, and I was kind of watching it all happen. And I was holding the door, and everyone just grabbed the item that was closest to them and just walked in. And I'm
Right.
like,
Yeah,
Leanne came back out. and
that's
was
like
what?
family level situations,
It
right?
was
Like,
amazing, yeah.
it would have been a lot easier for them to just leave.
Oh, for sure.
Nope, that's not what happened. And that's what I'm seeing. I see it along the kids too. They have these bonds. We have like a host hotel where
Yeah.
we're all at the same hotel. So like walking through the lobby, even through the parking lot, I saw a group of kids in the parking lot playing a game or doing something
Oh,
last
that's cool.
night, and they're
Yeah.
all in the lobby hanging out, and like it's just so cool because they don't live around each other. I think that's probably one of the hardest things about bowling and most sports when you're at a high level is like you don't have friends necessarily that live near you, because your friends that live near you are like, hey, let's hang out, and you're like, oh, I have to practice, I have a tournament, I'm
Right.
traveling, I have league, I have all these things. So they are not friendships that last very long because kids of this age don't really understand that. So their friends are their competitors. So being able to build those bonds that they can see each other as they travel the country is really huge.
Yeah, agreed. And I think a lot of them do find their friends here, right? And they talk to them on social media and they text, and they definitely, I hear all the time, like, they don't have as many friends at school. All their friends are at bowling,
Yeah,
which is
because
really
these
neat.
are the people that understand them, and they're the people that they're gonna kind of grow and learn with throughout the years. Like all the
Right.
kids out here, you know, some of them will continue on to college, some of them will continue on to the pro tour, and they're all gonna kind of do that together.
Exactly.
One day, kids here are gonna be traveling the world together. They're gonna be booking flights to the opposite side of the globe. Like that's just how it works in the
Right.
sport. So
Yeah.
it's cool to see like the starting of it all at such a young age.
Yeah, agreed. All right, so now we're seeing the corner pins start to come into play because there's some great shots and just light
It's gonna be tricky to get the ball to go through the pins the right way.
little adjustments all day long until it just blows up and then they're making then the guys will be
Maybe, yeah.
all the way left. Although I don't know what.
I
What's
would
the
be
volume?
interested to see when these older boys kind of make the flip down there. So the under 18 girls started on the low end. I'm gonna follow them probably game 3-4 over the next couple of games because I
Yeah.
think they're gonna bowl really good down there.
Okay.
You know, all the girls kind of started a little bit right, straighter with a lot of surface, so they should give them a
Oh.
good spot to throw to.
Yeah,
I would think.
lots of hold there.
Mhm.
Yeah. See if the scores have been put in yet. The U18 boys is really tight today. So, yeah, so the scores have been put in. So Max Benware, who we're watching, he's leading right now. 253 game one. Sean Buck 244. Mel Sim 238. Overall, let's go look at the total. Jake Boxty is plus 286. Angelo Galafaro and Max Oken.
Ooh, tied for third place.
It's tight, and
Oh, yeah.
it's tight all the way down too.
Oh, every pin's gonna count today.
Yeah.
For sure.
So then let's go to the U18 girls. Let's see if they've got those scores in. Abigail Starkey is still leading. She bowled 196 game one, but Gianna Brandolino is in second. She shot 235. Taylor Kretz 267 game one. She's leading the long.
Very nice. That's a huge game.
That's a huge game. Yeah, Nana makes a good point too. With the invention of the online school, a lot of these bowlers have chosen to go that route too.
Yeah, absolutely. I've heard that a lot. A lot more on kind of this generation than it seems to be the
Yeah.
new wave. But it's also kind of necessary if you want to be out here competing because, like we said, it's a lot of travel. It's missing a lot of days of school, and
Yeah. And they can do it anywhere. So they definitely are, Friday is not mandatory at SYC, so a lot of families do come in Friday. They might even miss practice. They come in Friday evening, but still, they're usually traveling on Friday, which is a school day. So,
I think it's cool to see that in bowling also because I've always heard of that with other sports, like bigger sports, right? Like
Yeah.
gymnasts, when they're training for the Olympics, they're homeschooled because they train all day, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
to kind of see that wave happening in our sport, I think it goes hand in hand with also seeing how great these kids are. And I think we're going to see them really change the bowling world over the next few years.
for sure. And I think with more college programs, there's always college. Every tournament I hear about another new college program that I haven't heard of before.
Sure.
So, which is great.
So much opportunity out there.
Okay, so you're on your worldwide tour coming up. What country are you most excited to go back to? Because you've been to all these countries
I
before,
have,
right?
yeah. I'm really excited to go to Korea.
Yeah.
Every time I've gone there, it's been it's such an awesome spot, specifically for bowling. Like bowlers over there are superstars. Like they are. It's the top of the line treatment. It's the top of the line everything. Everything's run so smoothly and so professionally, and it's just really cool to be part of that. I've gotten a lot of friends over there over the years, so I haven't seen them in a while. I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see the new bowling center,
Yeah.
Bowltopia.
Bowltopia.
Oh, it looks beautiful. I'm really excited to see that. I
Yeah,
will
shout
post
out to JP and his crew.
lots of pictures and videos if you want to see this brand new bowling center.
Yeah.
Be sure to be on the lookout for it.
I'm excited to see all the videos, and you're right. Like bowlers are treated like celebrities in Asia.
Absolutely.
It is like it's a different sport over there.
It is. It is. It's very official, very proper. We have little things like we have big banquets and like opening ceremonies and closing ceremonies. It really makes it an event. It's more than just kind of a tournament stop. So it's cool to be part of.
What is the craziest food you've eaten in Korea? Okay, let me back up. Do you ask what you're eating all the time, or
No.
okay, sometimes you just eat?
Sometimes I just eat. Sometimes you don't want to know. It's just better to try and find out after.
Yeah.
In Korea, I don't even remember who it was. It was a couple of years ago, but they got like outside at one of like the stands octopus.
Okay.
And they take the tentacles and their arms, whatever you want to call them, and they chop them up. And even after they chop them up, they keep moving.
Ugh.
Okay. So, and they have it seasoned and all that, and they were all trying it. So everyone knows, like, I'm famous for that. Like, if I come to your country, people are like, here, try this, try that, because they know I'll try everything. So they brought it to me to try, and I was like, absolutely, of course. And it was surprisingly amazing. Like, really, really good.
But it was still moving?
Yeah, you just don't pay attention to that part. You just try it.
I don't know about that one. I'm pretty brave, but I don't know about that. It's part of the culture, though.
Yeah, I found that the more like that I try, things that look gross or that you think would be gross, they surprise you and they're actually really good. So I'm all for it.
All right. There you have it. Danielle will try anything. Is there anything you haven't, like, you've not liked?
Yeah, across the board here and there.
Yeah.
Was it Vegemite in
Oh,
Australia?
yeah,
That one
yeah.
stands out to me.
Yeah.
That was the one that they were like, you need to try this. And I was like, oh, I'm good not trying that again.
Yeah.
I did it once though.
Yeah, you did it.
Yeah, not really anything else though.
Yeah. Someone made me try sea urchin one time. I'm not a big sea urchin person.
No.
That one flavor. I'll eat sashimi and sushi and all that stuff, but that one I didn't like that one. Michael is telling I would guess Tegan to finish strong. He is trying to finish strong. His game, he's not happy with his game, but it really wasn't, like, he just ran into some hard conversions.
Yeah.
Which is tough. Like, every makeable spare he picked up.
Combination spares on these patterns can be tricky sometimes too, because your ball is definitely, even if you shoot everything with a spare ball, it's like skating a little bit more than you normally would see. So if you're shooting at like a 3, 6, 9, 10 or a bucket, it's definitely going to be a little bit different than maybe what you're used to on a normal medium pattern.
Right. And it's insult to injury when you leave multiple
Yes.
spares. It's like, really, couldn't I have just gotten away with something? And I don't think this pair is quite. Ryan's really the only one that. Well, Ryan and Max, they're the only two that really have figured it out. But it seems like that pair is a little tricky. Dylan's trying to play that tighter line, the holds, like you talked about.
Yeah, like we talked a little bit yesterday about how KEGEL is designing their patterns and making them, extra obstacles for us to figure out. So I would say over the years, the two ways that I would found you would attack this pattern is if you, not necessarily this pattern, but just a pattern of this lane,
Right.
would be to play as far right as possible if that's allowed based on how the pattern's designed. and just kind of keep it going at the head pin. Or sometimes, you just can't play right because, just the way that the oil is positioned on the lane, and you have to play in and just not give away the head pin and find a way to get your ball to kind of go through the pins the best way you can.
There you have it. Danielle is giving you the insider tip how to attack a pattern like this. And that is the thing, and I think more and more I do see kids either making notes in a notebook or on their phone about the patterns that they bowl on, because I think you do find those tendencies, right? Like,
For sure.
even if you're not bowling in the same center, but you're bowling consistently on a pattern of this length, you can learn stuff from it.
Absolutely. There's a lot of times that we see the same pattern or a very similar version of it where it's built the same but a foot shorter or a foot longer, and I always go right to my notes and say what worked, what didn't work,
Right.
so that I kind of have a head start on my educated guessing procedure.
Yeah.
And same thing with the bowling center. Like, bowling centers sometimes have characteristics themselves regardless of what pattern's out there. So when you come back, the same type of bowling balls, regardless of the pattern, will still look good.
So Ryan Lang finishes up with a 217.
It's a solid game.
Really solid. Ah. Oh, really good shot for Max. He wanted that one too.
Oh, yeah. Still a very good game with the spare conversion.
Got it.
A little worried.
He was like,
He was
I'm
a little
not
worried
sure.
for a second.
Max is gonna give something different a try. Little fill ball action. Do you take every fill ball?
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely try to. It's kind of, think of it like a free shot, right? Like, to answer any questions you have, if you have in your brain, like, maybe this ball will react better, or will this ball react too early or be too clean? Like, you can answer those questions in one shot versus a game or two down the road having it when you need to throw it and then not really know what to do with it.
So he would appear he kind of stayed in the same part of the lane, maybe just tried a different ball.
Oh, pretty good.
Looks good. All right, we got Mr. Ian here. He's on a double. He's a little further right than I've seen some of the players.
He's trying to keep it straight up the lane in front of him.
Yeah. Not a terrible idea, and it's kind of working. Had some missed spares, but other than that, pretty solid game. Spare. Spare.
Very good shot for a double.
Oh, we had a chair fall.
That was very loud. It's always something in here.
It's been a weekend.
We got animals, we got thunder, we got chairs falling.
Yeah. It has been a weekend, folks. Man. I almost feel like that out of bounds is getting even more defined.
Sure.
Dylan's just like, I don't want to bowl. I'm up. I don't want to do it.
Wait as long as possible.
I'm going to let Ray bowl first. We do have some pairs getting done quicker than others today. So you will see a little pause. Some lanes are bowling, some lanes aren't. I'm completely distracted by the video that's on the screens above. You can't see it.
It's a doggy though.
The people are doing exercises with their dogs.
I love it.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, Ray. I got distracted. Nice bear.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
I wish we could turn the camera. Just
Like-
like the TVs.
Yeah. Oh, it's so cute. They were doing like push-ups and stuff, folks. Good shot by Dylan.
Very nice.
He's like, that was worth the wait.
I want to give a shout out to this guy that works here. Do you remember his name? I'm blanking on the kid that just ran down and got the pin. We were chatting with him yesterday, and he has like an Apple Watch on or something, and
Yeah.
he had miles on him because he was running back and forth all day trying to make sure that everything was smoothly getting at deadwood, getting anything that needed to be fixed. And
Yeah.
he had a couple miles on him by the end of the day.
That's
it was impressive.
awesome.
He's moving fast.
Yeah, he is. We were joking about it yesterday. We're like, he gets down the pins or goes down and gets the pins quickly, and
Yeah.
31 and he spots them, right?
Yeah.
Like he's eyeballing it, but 31 and 32 is kind of blocked from the desk. So there was a bowler that was like, he had to wait more than 5 seconds.
Right.
We're like, he probably couldn't see it.
No, that's so great because that's so hard. Like, you know, when you're about to go and then something happens that's like kind of a distraction and takes you out of like your routine. And these bowlers aren't missing a beat. He's like lightning down there, grabbing it, gone.
Yeah.
They just keep going.
All right, Sean is on a turkey. He's stepping up.
Big game opportunity.
Brian McDonough says cat squats, it's a thing. Oh, Brian. They're heading over to Sweden. You're going to see Brady over at the Lucky Larson
Awesome.
this year.
Very exciting.
Yeah,
Oh, man. That was a great shot.
that was a great shot. I liked that one too.
Yeah.
What would you do on this? Okay, so everyone is leaving like 7 and 10 pins. I know it's different for everyone, but what would be your next move?
I mean, at this point in the game for them, they have control of the pocket. Honestly, do nothing crazy. Maybe this is where your kind of physical game toolkit comes into play, where you have to answer those questions. If you're good at kind of dropping your speed just a hair, or maybe getting around it just a hair, just to make the ball go through the pins differently. But yeah, in the 8th frame, we're not doing a ball change. We're not doing anything crazy. Just hit the pocket, hope that the next couple fall, and get off this pair.
Yeah, have you ever gone searching and it gone sideways?
Absolutely. So many times.
And you're like, really?
I could have just hit the pocket the other way. I should have just done that. Yeah. Yeah, so I think it's a lot of strategy. Like if it was earlier in the game and they were starting the first 3 frames looking that way, then maybe I'd be more inclined to look at a different piece of equipment. But I still am a firm believer that like if a bowling ball is close, that's why we should be able to kind of alter our physical games a little bit. And if you can change your rotation or your ball speed or maybe just a little more loft on the lane, that changes how the ball goes through the pins. Where you can still stay in the same zone with the same bowling ball that you're close with.
Makes sense. Danielle, are you going to try to sneak one of the New York trophies away from the kids
I might. They're really nice.
I know,
I
like-
really like them.
at the award ceremony if we're missing one? Go
I
check.
don't know where it is.
Go check Danielle's car.
They're really nice. I love the SYC trophies. I've always said that Victoria has a couple at home, and they're just so sharp and,
Yeah.
and so nice.
They've evolved over the years. Now they're the states, but it is. I think they do a good job. Our friends at K5 create our trophies for us.
That's awesome.
They're pretty cool.
Very cool.
Toby is asking, are they streaming the girls? We should see some young ladies come through. If not next game, the game after. I think we're gonna go through. We might catch some girls. It's
I
gonna
think
be
the
close.
next game 4 and 5, you'll see them.
Yeah, for sure. Danielle, if you would like to come back in game 4, we can chat about the young ladies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take a little break, walk around.
Yeah.
Kelvin is coming in for game 5. He's
Okay.
gonna hopefully we'll have be close to an action
Yeah.
one of the divisions that's pretty close. See if there's any runaway. Even the U12 boys is pretty tight today.
Oh, wow. That's exciting.
Yeah. U12 girls. Stevie's sort of running away with it in the U12 girls. I would say that she is pretty solid. I'm not sure what she's doing today. Let's look. Yeah, Stevie is killing it down with the U12 girls. So I would say it's pretty safe to say that she might be taking home a trophy.
Very nice.
All the rest, I think, are kind of scattered with some players being done and some not. So I don't want to.
I love the format of this tournament because, like, even if you're doing well or you're not doing well in the overall, every day is its own little event. So you're still competing to win or to place in that specific pattern. So, there never gets a point where you're just like, I'm out of it.
Right.
There's nothing to really fight for. There's always something to fight for.
100%.
Keeps you in it.
Yeah. And today there's a bonus scholarship. The PBA Junior donates a Sunday morning scholarship, and they call it the Never Give Up Scholarship.
Oh, wow.
So if you're the gold medalist, you earn a little, I think it's $100 scholarship.
How cool.
Straight from the PBA
That's
Junior.
awesome.
Yeah. Because the scholarship awards are based on your overall finish. So you could have had a really rough day 1, come back, have a great 5 games, and take home a little prize.
That's awesome. I like that.
All right, Sean and Josh are the two that really have figured this out. Josh is figuring it out at the end of the game. Sean's just having a really solid game. See if Josh can finish this up. I jinxed him. Sorry, Josh. Man, I don't know where our next. Oh, it looks like they may just be finishing down there. I was gonna say they're
Yeah.
they're 27-28. Wow. Speaking of Deadwood.
Oh, we're going to see our friend in action.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can see it. Like you said, we're blocking.
I know. Oh,
There
here he
he
is. add in some miles. Y'all can see how quick he is. Ready? Although he's like, how am I gonna get this? They've got some bouncy backs at this bowling center.
Oh,
I
yeah.
see pins bounce a lot.
When I was practicing last night, I left the 710 one shot, and I was like, I'm making this. I've seen pins bounce around.
Yeah. Did you make it?
No, I didn't make it, but I was excited for a second.
Did you set up your camera just to
I did,
film?
yeah,
I
yeah.
would, yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's what I would do too. Because I thought the same thing yesterday. I'm like, if you're gonna make a 710 here or anywhere, it's gonna be here. Man, I thought that looked left, but that was a good shot by Josh. Jaden had a clean game.
Clean games are impressive on this.
Yeah.
It's like our next pair's getting here on the right, finally.
I know, and I think just as they're ending, we might have a pause on the left.
Yeah. I mean, not finally. I think our pair on the right just bowled so quick because everyone else is just kind of finishing up.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe. That's it. Good shot by Jaden. 2:05. Jaden's probably like,
game.
I worked so hard for that.
For
like,
sure.
It felt like so much more than 2:0. Dylan is frustrated. You could just tell.
Starting to see the frustration. Sean, with a conversion here, is going to have a good set through, too.
Yeah.
I know his last couple of shots on this lane were a little frustrating, but still, really good.
Yeah.
225. Strike here.
All right, so you see Mel Sim, Jake Lau, Michael Reynolds, Jacob Holland, Matthew Rogers, and Jonathan Duran making their way to 33 and 34. We are going to take a short break. I won't turn off the bowling, but no one will be talking for a few minutes because we just need to take a little break. So, and then Danielle will be back in
A couple of games.
yeah. So with that, Sean has shot 224.
Very nice.
Ray has the potential to get to 191 with 2 strikes. Ian here is probably not super pleased with this game, but
They happen.
They
about
do.
what you do next. So hopefully he can just shake it off, come back stronger the next one.
I think he had like his spares just got in his head this game. Like you
Oh,
know
that
when
can
you miss
happen.
one and then it just
Start overthinking it a little bit.
that is the worst. Like a day when you just come in and you're missing like every 10 pin and you're like, really?
What is happening?
I normally make
Uh-huh.
all my 10 pins.
Right.
What is happening today? It's the worst.
Absolutely.
Parents, it happens.
It does happen.
Don't beat up the kids.
But it's so important to practice them. So when that happens, you kind of have a foundation that you can trust in and fall back on and remind yourself, I do know what I'm doing out here. I do know how to make these. Like, enough of this.
Right. All right, with that, we're going to take a short break. We will be right back. I'm going to take us off the screen, and we will be back soon. All right, we are back, and I am joined by the Nathan Johnson. What's happening, Nathan?
What's going on? Another lovely Sunday. Now, what? Almost afternoon.
It is
Close.
almost afternoon, yep. And we're down to, we're at game 3. We've got only a few games left.
Yeah.
So Sunday goes so quick. It like starts and then it's over.
Yeah, it's definitely a well wish that after a long Friday, a long Saturday, we end on a long pattern this time.
It's true. That's true. And while I was gone, it looks like Mel and Jacob and Jonathan have struck a lot.
They have.
Jake is going to start striking now that I'm back. That's what I feel. Here we go, Jake. And I tried, Jake. His ball's just going a little too long.
I was talking to a couple parents here a few minutes ago, and I said, you either love the long patterns or you absolutely loathe the long patterns.
I was always a loather of long patterns. I
Yeah.
don't, and I still kind of am. I don't love the long patterns. If I see short or medium, I'm like, let's go.
Yeah. I think a lot of it has to do with, trying to get that ball to stop at the break point and not lead it too far right, especially too early. I know a lot of younger amateurs, myself included, like to do that a lot. You don't have that luxury with long patterns.
Agreed. Jake, oh man, it's a hard spare. And if you're already kind of not matched up, that's a tough spare for you. Shot by Riley.
Nice shot by Jonathan there.
Jonathan's like, I'm good. I'm going to strike a lot. That's just what I'm going to do.
Tyrus as well.
Jonathan is getting ready to change ball weights. I was talking to his parents, which is a big commitment. I mean, and it's not a commitment, but it's an exciting change. But these kids have collected a big arsenal, so when you're making a big change like that,
Yes.
rebuilding it is kind of tough.
Yeah, and I've gone through that over the last, maybe 5-ish years. I
Yeah.
was throwing 16. I had some elbow and wrist problems, so I dropped down to 15. Next thing you know, I started overthrowing equipment, so made the switch back to 16 and made the switch back down to 15 again. So
Crazy. I think I'm going to go down to 14. I'm thinking about it this year.
yeah,
I had some injuries. I kind of was toying with it at the end of last season. I think I'm going to do it this year.
they said it's a full commitment. Ooh,
I know, it really is. All right, here's Mr. Tay. Tay's on a double. Good shot. Great shot.
nice shot by Jake Holland.
Nice shot by Jack. I like Jack's jersey too. I haven't seen one like that. Are there so many jerseys out there? Like, of course you're wearing the Tiger jersey, but
Oh, yeah.
Sharks still win.
Yeah, Sharks won. I walked in, I was excited.
Nope.
No, got shot right down.
Yeah.
If the 18 here was with the Cynics, we
Oh,
would
yeah.
have taken over because
You
we would
would.
have been out. You guys would have been outnumbered
We would have.
3-2.
I'm not even wearing a Shark jersey, and my
You're not?
Sharks
Yeah.
represent. It's great. I'm sort of wearing the colors of a shark though. I'm like blue and
Yep.
purple. It's like oceany.
Yep.
This is the Flavor Town jersey. The cool, they called it Flavor Town. It's from Columbus. I like this one.
Yeah, they put a lot of really nice jerseys out for the SYC.
Yeah, they're fun.
I did hear, and I've still not tried to figure out. I heard there's an Easter egg on the license plate jersey.
Have you figured it out yet?
I have not.
Have,
Other than the fact that 2024 is the year,
right?
but I was like, is that a zip code? But it's not. It's not.
You have to go back in the day of how you used to text.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
So I'll leave you with that. Since it's the last day,
Right.
I got to give you a hint. But some of the kids have figured it out. Cool Wic's awesome. They bring little Easter eggs. They are having so much fun making the jerseys. They have a 30% off table today, which is great. So if anyone was toying,
There was a lot of activity at that 30% off table.
I
this
bet.
morning.
Hey, everyone's money's tight right now, man. It's tough out there. I feel for your families. Good shot
Nice
by
little trip.
Garrett. Yeah.
Gotta take those. You absolutely have to take those.
And we got his fist bump on camera, too. I love it. Double fist bump. All right, here is Jack.
Ooh.
He's going for his spare. Very nice.
Yep.
Hooks at it.
Long pattern, you're able to get away with that.
Yeah.
Still not preferred, but you're definitely able to get away with it when it's almost 50 feet of oil.
Great shot by MJ. Man, 5 in a row. I love MJ. He's so nice. Him and Jake. This whole pair. They're such kind young men. Do you know that Tay is the pineapple bowler?
He is the pineapple bowler?
His hair kind of,
Oh, okay.
you know, yeah. So they call him the pineapple bowler.
Nice.
Yep. Scott wants to know if we got our garbage plate. You know, I didn't have a garbage plate.
Yep. We didn't have one either.
I had a delicious buffalo wrap, though. Man. It was awesome. Thank you, ABC Gates. I did see some people eating some gutter plates, though.
I heard a couple being ordered while I was out keeping score. So people are already getting their lunch fixes.
Phil Switalski's in. Good morning, Phil. I'm assuming you guys bowled the EYT this weekend. That looked like another fun event, another youth event over in the Chicago area. Deandra made some new trophies this year that glow in the dark.
Really?
I'm like, that's way cool. Because the kids probably keep them in their room,
Yep.
so I love that.
Nice shot, Mr. Reynolds.
Oh, that was,
Oh,
I was
he
going to
got
say,
it.
awesome shot by Jack. He deserved that.
He was giving it the business, too. That thing was going to stand up.
I would. A little bow by Garrett. I love it. Turkey.
It's very interesting to see the many different ways that a lot of these youth are attacking these lanes.
There's a couple different ways to do it, that's for sure.
Nice shot there by Mr. Carpenter. And our pineapple bowler with number 5. I got a tip while I was out coaching. I'm not sure who did it, but we did have a young lady have the front 9, I think I told me
Yeah.
earlier. So they'll be coming this way probably to finish off the night.
Very nice. I think Tyrus is having some footing issues. He keeps like sliding his foot. Hit a little foul earlier. I think his footing is now in his head, which is the worst. You know when that happens?
Yes.
Like you cannot get your feet back under you. Come on, Tyrus, you can pick this up. He's been sparing everything. Probably just jinxed him. That looked good.
Yeah. Good
All
cover.
Right. Yeah, very good cover.
Still clean. Like you said, that little.
Yeah, he keeps looking at his foot.
Yep.
He's got something going on. It's the worst.
Yeah.
Absolute worst. Ah, another good one by Jack. Double. Nathan, thanks for spending the weekend with us. You've been a huge help.
Again, it's always great to be able to do this.
Give Coach a shout out. Your dad's hanging around.
Yep. I put him to work on the short pattern. He was out helping grab some scores.
Yeah.
Now he's down doing some coaching himself.
Nice. Good.
So I tried getting him to come down. I don't think he's going to come down and say hello.
He should. Come on, Coach.
I mean, he's only a couple pair away. But he's probably camera shy.
Tay is not camera shy. Let's go. Pineapple bowler. Fuller pin. That was a great one. He was on 5 in a row.
Might have grabbed it just a little too much at the bottom. But still a great shot for sure.
Absolutely.
So we hinted a little bit on the short last time I was on about another little event coming up here in about a month. We have the Go Bowling at the Glen.
Yeah, that's true. I saw it advertised yesterday morning on the local NBC channel. They were saying tickets available.
Yep.
If you're in this area, go check it out. Go bowling at the Glen.
Yeah, they do a great job. Storm does a fantastic job partnering with the Strike 10 Entertainment Group. Get some pros out here. They set up a couple lanes. Come by the booth. Say hello. It's always a great time.
Absolutely. Great shot by Garrett. Now he's on 5 in a row. He's got some friends watching at home. Hello, Scott. Hello, Sonia. Tickets are still available for Go Bowling at the Glen if you're watching and you want to get in on the action. Highly recommend it. I've never been to a NASCAR race.
I was just going to ask you if you've ever been to one.
I've never been to one ever, and I want to go to one time. I'm not a big So when I was a kid, I liked watching dirt track racing.
Mm-hmm.
And by kid, I mean teenager, college kid. But when I moved out west, there probably is. I just don't go to it anymore. Like we used to watch the sprint cars, and I love that. But I've never been to a NASCAR race.
You got to go experience one of them.
I do. I need to.
Got away with that one a little bit. It's just like anything else, like a concert. It's all about the experiences.
100%. Agree with that. And if you're gonna go to one, go to the Go Bowling. Right? Like, come on. Do you have like bucket list events that you want to go to in your life? Like, I have a couple.
I do. I don't. I would love to go to a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know, I did do the Daytona 500 a couple years ago. So that was a bucket list item
Yeah.
for me, event-wise. But you know, that's about it. But I've seen baseball games, you know, but I don't know about a World Series. Or,
Yeah.
I mean, again, it's all the atmosphere.
Right. Yeah, like Super Bowl, I feel like if you're gonna watch the Super Bowl, I want to watch it at home.
Right.
But there is that element of being at the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, we had. You know, if you want to talk about experiences, I always said I would love to go to a live PBA telecast, and I was
Yeah.
able to do that a couple years ago when we were out to the Open Championship.
Yeah, that was a good one to go to.
And that was fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, have those front seats to be, you know, right there on the foul line.
We were talking about how bouncy the backs are here at ABC Gates, and that we proved that on 34 there. Matt just bounced one out. My bucket list is Wimbledon. I want to go to Wimbledon. And not a sporting thing. I would like to go to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade one year.
Yeah.
I think that would be fun, cold, but very fun.
That would be a long day.
Yeah, that's what everyone says. I know. But there's so many places on the route that you could like be. I feel like, I don't know. I want to do it one time.
I would imagine that would be just like the New Year's Eve thing that they do in New York City.
I almost went to that one year, and everyone was like, "You are absolutely insane." We were in New Jersey, and we were talking about going to New York City to watch the ball drop. But my boyfriend at the time was bowling, and the time didn't work, so we didn't do it. And I don't think I regret it. It's not like I'm sitting here like, oh, I really wish I had done that. I don't think so. I think I could miss that one. But Wimbledon's my one. I love tennis. So Garrett's streak ended, but he's still sparing. Let's look at some scores. No, that's not.
Oh, are you going to see if I actually did my job?
I'm checking. I'm checking. So this is the this is always when I don't know if they're U15 or U18. I'm gonna.
These are going to be
These
I
are
guess
U18s.
U18s.
Yeah, but in leading currently, Eli Inkner. So Eli and Miles Gordon are having a race this morning, but Eli has pulled ahead significantly. Eli has gone 237, 223. Benjamin Pryor, 225, 227. He's a local here. Miles is struggling today, but can't really count him out ever. So U18 boys on the long. Max Benware, who we just saw, 253, 215. Sean Buck, 240, 224, 244, 224, excuse me. Kai is plus a bunch. Chance McLean.
They are making that look pretty easy.
But here's Tay. Tay's averaging 208 on the day. He's in 6th, 211, 205. So, yeah, they're making it look pretty easy. Overall, our current leader in the U18 boys, Sean Buck, has jumped into the lead. Angelo Gallifro.
By a pin.
Yeah. Max in 3rd. Chance in 4th. Kai in 5th. This is still really tight in here. I mean, we have not many games left, but it's still pretty tight. Tay down here in 10th. Tay's having a great day. And he's having another solid game this game.
Nice tap there with Jake. And Matthew followed up right behind. A is still clean through 9.
Riley is he's like looking at this lane like, what am I missing? I think he's close. He's like close. He just can't find that hold, as Danielle's been talking about. You also mentioned it. Needs to find the hold.
I'm not sure if he just made a shot change, because it just looked like he made an attempt to line himself up. So maybe here to see what happens. Jack still clean.
It's a good shot. Oh my goodness. He's getting like the full penalty too, which is what you feel often. You know his pain.
And speaking of, that is the left-handed version of the Nate split.
Yeah, you leave it a lot. I think you leave it more than anyone I know. Wait, I don't think. I know. You leave it more than anyone I know.
Got Mel clean through 9. He's going to make a jump up that ladder. And I did receive word from Coach that he is not going to come down.
Oh, Coach. Camera shy.
Oh, wait, he said maybe after the game. They're currently, wherever he's watching, they are in the 10th grade. So
he's coaching.
He is coaching.
Here's Tyrus. Tyrus is very tall. That's a great shot. Great shot by Tyrus. Figured out his footing. Gets a strike. Jake's on a double. I'm pulling for Jake. Come on, Jake. He also is just close. He doesn't look super comfy out there.
Again, I think that's got to be with angle, because I am not comfortable myself personally standing like anywhere left of 30. And I practiced that a couple years ago, and during the summer, standing and being able to try to wheel it if I have to.
Oh, that was a great shot by Garrett. Really solid.
But Jake is not giving away the head pin.
Jake is not. And he's making his spares, which is the name of the game. Garrett's from Clay, New York. Pulls at Lakeview Lanes. He's only 15. This is his very first SYC. Nailed that spare. He joined the school's varsity bowling team when he was in 8th grade, and by the end of the year, he was a starter. Oh, I need his help. He says he has a really good sense of direction. He only needs to go somewhere once to know exactly how to get back there. I'm the opposite. Garrett, you could teach me how to
He's got his own
directions.
GPS.
I can't. He wants to say hi to Jason Belmonte and Kyle True. He's been watching both pros since he was in elementary school, and they influenced him into two-handed bowling. I don't think I would be where I am today without them. Oh, we need to send a video, Garrett. We could totally send a video to Jason and Kyle. And I bet I could get a video back. So I'm going to find him after.
Jake Holland staring down that 10 pin. That was a fantastic shot over here on 33.
MJ's killing it over there, by the way. He's just silently. He's from Queens Village, New York. Pulls at Bolero Minola, 15 years old. He brought home the first individual state bowling title as a freshman for his high school. He's really good at moonwalking. So if you need someone to moonwalk, find MJ. Which, if your name is MJ,
Yeah, right.
you've probably
Yeah,
practiced moonwalking. He wants to say hi to his East Coast friends and family. MJ's cool. He's got that cool vibe. Good shot by Tay.
Another nice one there by MJ.
I want to see MJ moonwalk after the slash strike. Come on, MJ. Make him moonwalk. Good shot by Jake. 228 for Jacob Holland. That is a solid game. Riley's like, can I not catch a break on this at all?
Yeah.
Like, what do I need to do?
Yeah, he's gonna need to go into game 4 with try to get whatever out of his system during the lane transfer here.
Good shot by MJ. 279.
Nice 279. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's Coach. Look. Say hi, Coach. Coach is in the building. I love it.
How are things going down there? Yeah. So he's battled some health issues, so this is his first time getting out into public. He had throat cancer. It has affected his hearing, so getting into loud spaces, you can't really concentrate on a whole lot all at once.
Well, he's doing great. We're happy to have Coach here this weekend. Shout out to him. So.
Yeah, his second SYC this year. He's got me beat because he stopped by and saw you guys when you were in Florida. Which
it was great to see him. He came and hung out with us. It was awesome. So yeah, we see him all the time.
Yeah.
You name the state, he's there. Yeah, and we're happy that he's not battling that. He's not doing chemo anymore.
Yep.
Still battling cancer, but.
Yep.
All right, Mr. Jack. So Garrett finished with 234. Great game. Tay finished 239. Kendall 190. Oh, Jack's like, come on. Still a super solid game.
Still 230s.
I would take it. I'm just saying. Oh, for anyone watching, someone asked earlier, when would they get to see Eliana? I'm not Eliana. U18 girls. I just saw Eliana walk in, so U18 girls have made it to the live stream there.
Yeah, anybody wanted to watch the ladies' bowl? They are making their way for both game 4 and 5.
Slide it over. All right, 236 for Mr. Jack.
Good spare there, Jake.
Really nice. Yeah, Jake worked hard for that. 189. Not what he wanted, but definitely a hard-working game.
Yeah, not a good start going spare open, but came right back.
Made the most of
Brought
it.
Brought it right back.
Yeah. Matthew Rogers, 191. Jonathan is going to be in the 200s.
strike. Mike.
208.
And here is the young lady with the shark jersey that brought it down.
Sorry about your luck.
We're gonna have to have Gary put out another little
Nope.
message here to try to entice these Tiger jerseys to make an appearance.
No, it is Team Shark at the SYC. Everyone knows that. Thank you to all the Team Shark supporters out there. You are appreciated, well loved. All right, Michael is going to finish it up here. He wanted a double. Actually, it would have been a turkey.
Again, still can't complain with anything in the 180s. Got to take them.
For sure.
Couple splits there in one to start, one in the middle of the game, but solid around it.
And a solid spare. Nathan, thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
We're going to take a short break. And,
It's been fun.
We will be back.
I'll be here doing my duties for the rest of the day.
Scorekeeping.
All
right.
All right.
We'll see you later.
See ya.
All right, we are back.
Hi.
Welcome back, Danielle.
How's it going down here?
It is going all right. Scores are like some high, some not so high. 33 and 34 appears to be a pretty tough pair, except MJ just shot 279 on it.
Oh, wow.
So he was the outlier.
Very nice.
But now we're watching some girls.
Is this all under 18 here?
I believe so.
I believe so too.
Of course, Taylor Kretz just moved up, Junior Team USA member. Eliana Okino, another Junior Team USA member on this pair. Amanda Morris. I want to say is she a past Junior Team USA member? I'm not sure if she was or not. She's a great bowler though. If she can't remember. Reina Rose, Aurora Yance, Brianna Provenzano.
Let's congratulate Jacob Boxy with a fine 300.
Here comes Jake Boxy. 300 for Jake. Never count him out.
That's awesome.
On 33 and 34, we have Anelia Tillman. Michelle Cummins, Jessica Swenson, Gabrielle Martin, Eva Mazzella, and Sierra Gabriel. Now, I want to say that Anella. Let me look this up really quick. Anella had brain surgery the day after her 15th birthday.
Whoa.
Yeah, and now she is back bowling.
Wow.
I thought
Amazing.
so. I thought I remember
for her.
that. Yeah, she's from New York. I'm pretty sure she had to either miss a tournament or was like bowling a tournament knowing she had to have brain surgery, but it is amazing
Yeah.
that she's back. So
That's awesome.
shout out to
see.
her. Yeah. Throws it pretty good too. And then gets away with it. Oh, I thought so. So now we're in game 4. Transition is here.
Yeah, for sure. We're seeing it. Little bit of a hook spot down lane is developing. Still a lot of out of bounds. If you get it around that hook spot, it is gone. But it seems like they have a little bit of a slot if you're kind of in that, depending on how you throw the ball, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. The boys are probably a little more left. Again, I was watching the girls
Yeah.
a lot. And just kind of keeping it around the 10 board down lane. Seems like there could be a little bit of a slot there.
Yeah, you kind of just have to find that little zone. Oh, dear. And don't throw it there where Taylor just threw it. I'm just kidding, Taylor. Taylor is a phenomenal bowler.
Absolutely. I've gotten to watch her bowl quite a bit now. Being here, junior gold. I think I might have seen her out trials. Doing great.
Her and her family are just so positive all the time, too. They're so, uplifting.
That's awesome.
Yeah, super sweet.
You need that in a sport that's constantly challenging you to do the opposite. So that's really good.
Yeah. I remember a tournament a couple years ago, and Taylor didn't bowl fantastic, but at the end, I was talking to her, and she's like, I really just realized that my mental game was my issue this weekend, and was kind of already evaluating
That's awesome.
what had happened and was trying to be better for the next one.
And that is why she's doing so well now.
Exactly. Yep.
Because that's all you can do. The bad events are going to happen. The bad games are going to happen. But if you can learn something from them and kind of prevent that same mistake from happening again, then you're one step closer to being successful and not having those bad things happen.
100%. These ladies have such good games. If there are college coaches watching, take your pick.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's insane. What a hard job for college coaches, the recruiting now.
Oh,
my
yeah.
goodness. It's like a full-time job in itself.
Absolutely.
Shot by Sierra over there, double. Jessica Swenson's shouting out the Strike FX Pro Shops. Let's see if she filled out her bio. She did. She's from Rochester, Massachusetts. Bowls at Bolero Auburn. She's 17 years old. Came in second place at the Massachusetts State High School Finals this year.
Awesome.
I think you'd agree with her that her favorite part of bowling is taking her to all the different places bowling has taken her.
Oh yeah, she's been to some good ones.
Yep.
Dallas, Chicago, Virginia Beach, Indianapolis, Grand Rapids. That's awesome.
Wants to give a shout out to her brother Anthony, who's probably watching at home. Oh, I liked that shot by Reina, but she just needs to make a slight move.
Very nice.
Shot by
Double.
Gabrielle. Wearing a cool Wick dress today.
That's nice.
Tough break for Ava. The maximum punishment. Pins are so mean.
They are. Oh man. The worst feeling to kind of give your best, do everything that you think is correct, and then try again.
Yeah,
Good thing we got a lot of frames and a lot of games too. So
exactly. Even if you miss a little bit and then you're like, really, I had to get a split. Couldn't it have just been one pin?
right.
Shot by Amanda. Got a little messenger action there. Eliana Okino is going to Jack State University.
That's awesome. Very
Yep.
nice. Next year, not
Next
this year, correct?
Yeah. She's got one more year. She committed,
Very nice.
which is kind of a trend. They're committing earlier and earlier.
So early.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like Taylor, I think, may just be. She's either a sophomore or a junior. Her dad's right here. Hang on. Taylor, a sophomore or junior? Okay. Taylor's a junior, so
Wow.
she is going to be finding her place.
Probably pretty soon here this year. Yeah.
I bet someone will snag her up this
For
year.
sure.
I
For
don't
sure.
think she's going to last very long. She gets to hang out with my friend Sammy all the time. Sammy goes to school at Mercyhurst
Oh, very nice.
in Pennsylvania.
Okay. Very nice. Her game is solid. She's
Solid.
gonna do great things.
Yeah. Well, Raina's like, really? Did you like the long patterns when you were younger?
Not at first. The long pattern was my nemesis
Yeah.
for a little bit until I remember spending like almost a whole year probably just kind of practicing on them. Even if I couldn't bowl on the pattern, just practicing playing in and closer angles, tighter angles to the pocket, learning to do what was so uncomfortable for me at the time. And then I went on a good stretch where every time we bowled on a long pattern for a while, I did really, really good.
Yeah.
So I think that's the most important thing with bowling is like there's going to be strengths and weaknesses to your game all over, but like you're constantly trying to make your weaknesses your strengths, and if you can get everything as well rounded as possible, then you'll be prepared for whatever you see out there.
Another good shot by Taylor.
Very nice.
Yeah, I think that's key. Like I always hear bowlers at the end of the tournament chatting with parents and they start the analysis, right? And if you can identify, man, the medium pattern or the long pattern or the short pattern was really your major problem area, and try to make that better. And then as that gets better, you can really evaluate, okay, what else can I kind of fix?
For sure.
Because there probably will be one pattern that just is, like you said, your nemesis at the time.
But that doesn't mean you can't change it.
True. Nice spare. The other thing you can look at, maybe it's not the pattern, but maybe it's just your spares across the board. Like, how were your spares for the weekend?
Absolutely.
Because that could be a really, I don't want to say easy, but it can be something that you can fix that can.
It's probably the easiest fix in our game. Like, a lot of these other things are learning the patterns, learning the equipment, learning to make adjustments that aren't always the same way twice. But like your spare game and your mental game are stable. Like, and your physical game. If we can repeat shots, have a clear head, and make our spares, you'll do okay on everything. And then you can fine tune the rest. You can become really good at different angles, different patterns, different places on the lane.
Nice spare by Jessica. She is sparing up a storm. 4 spares in a row. I like Amanda Morris's game. I like it a lot. Yeah.
Do we have scores updated after the last round?
Let's see. I should be close. U18 girls. Let's look at them first. Along. Looks like they all are in. Gianna Brandolino is, wow, 235, 231, 242. Plus 100 for 3. Taylor Kretz, 260, 200, 188. Plus 55. Amber Mason, plus 49. Trishna, plus 43. Amelia, plus 13. Eliana here. She's in 6th. Just a little minus, but let's look overall because Gianna is running for the top, has taken the top. Gianna's now plus 232 and Abigail is plus 173.
Gianna has another good start to this game going already. Also, I can see off to our left.
I believe Gianna likes the longer patterns.
It appears that way, yes.
You know.
I was watching her when I was walking around earlier, and she has a really good look, just controlling the pocket, making her spares, throwing a double and a triple here and there, and why her scores are shown so high.
Alyssa Randisi is a very awesome story this weekend. She was the U12 Junior Gold Champion. This is her very first U15 event, and she is leading.
That's awesome.
And it looks like she might take home a trophy. Unless something crazy happens.
Yeah,
but
good for her.
Yeah. Really awesome. Stevie Newton, she is leading the U12 girls over on the boys' side. So Jake Boxey just shot that 300, which skyrocketed him up to the lead. I mean, shocking, right? Plus 100, one game. He's plus 152. Kai Struthers, though, is plus 100.
There's some scores on this side, though. He needed that to kind of pull away from the pack.
Yeah. And he was not really, I mean, 214, 230, but that's not really Jake-like. Jake usually is like 250 every game. We were joking, but Eli continues his striking. He's averaging 230. He's plus 93.
Very steady.
Yeah. Miles Gordon is having a very rough day, and he started close to Eli, but now Eli is kind of running away with it, and Miles actually slipped to 3rd. Cameron Bennett is ahead of him. He's too far away to see how he's really doing, but. And then in the U12 boys, Trevor Mason. He is separating from Vinny. So Trevor maybe picking up another title. Julie Brandolino's here. Hello, Julie. Could also be mindset. If you tell your brain that you always struggle in a certain pattern, then you aren't relaxed to let your body know what to do. Change your mindset. Well, I love that, Julie.
Absolutely.
I need to remember that when I'm bowling. I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding, because long patterns are normally my nemesis. Still, I haven't taken Danielle's advice and worked on it. Julie, we're missing you this weekend, but Julie is a teacher, so back to school time is here. And we got the grandparents who got to bring Gianna Brandolino this weekend. Which you mentioned bowling being a family sport, and you see that with, like, sometimes the kids come with other family members, aunts and uncles, siblings even.
Yeah, for sure.
A parent might need to work, and
I love
they find
that about
someone
our
else.
game. Everyone at all different levels can kind of come together and do it, whether it's a young sibling or a grandparent, a high-level athlete, in the like we're seeing out here, and everything in between.
Do your siblings like when it's just you and them at an event versus the parents, or is it?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I would have to ask them.
Yeah,
We mix it around a lot. Like,
yeah.
sometimes it's just mom, sometimes it's just me, sometimes there's a few of us there. So I think they're used to kind of rolling with, like,
Whoever.
whoever's there.
Yeah. Mom used to be the super luck charm for everyone, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, she definitely still is. She
Yeah.
can't. It's getting more and more complicated to travel everywhere because we're all going in so many different directions at this point. But you best believe she is watching every shot if she can, following every game. And if she's not, she's rapid fire texting us that she wants an update right now. So
yeah. That's awesome.
she is still here,
Yeah, she.
very much involved.
I love it. I miss seeing your mom. We used to see her a lot, so tell her hi.
Will do.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's probably home with Jasper.
She is.
Yeah.
She is. She's taking care of my Jasper. Getting Victoria moved into school.
Oh,
We're
that's
doing
another
a
thing. Yeah.
Big flip tomorrow. Victoria just headed down this weekend. Mom and Gia are gonna head down
Okay.
tomorrow. Help her get all set. I'm gonna hang with my Jasper before I head away.
Nice.
So yeah, we there's a bunch of roles in our family, and we just like kind of tag team them in and out. And
Yeah,
it happens real quick.
you manage the calendar, but is the transportation and the travel added to the calendar, or is it just the events?
That part we figure out on the fly a little bit more, but we're
Yeah.
still good about it.
Yeah.
There's always a way to
Yeah.
make it work.
I would not have wanted to shoot at that spare that Shelly just lost or left, and she nailed it. Like, she was like, "Yeah, I got this."
Very impressive.
Yeah.
Sometimes those spares feel almost like a double. Like, it's harder to make the spare than it is to throw a double when you're looking at 5 count, 6 count.
Yes.
It is.
Sometimes you leave things on patterns, and you're like, "I've never left this in my life.
Mhm.
How do I even shoot at this?" Right?
Oh yeah. The ones that really make you step back and like use your spare game math. Like, okay, well, I would normally shoot this pin this way, so if I want to shoot it and hit it over there, I need to move over here.
Yeah.
I always thought it would be funny if you could see kind of like the thought bubble above a player's head, especially when they're kind of going through those moments, whether it be a strike ball or shooting a spare, just really digging deep, trying to figure out how to mathematically make this work.
Yeah. The ones that are tough, I want to see those thought bubbles. Ah, good try, Verena. She's just sparing along, but she's leaving some tougher ones. She's doing her best. Eliana is using one of my favorite balls right now. I believe this is the Optimum Idol.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Because I know she loved the original Idol, so I wanted to make sure it wasn't the original Idol.
No,
it's the
the
Optimum.
original Idol seems to be a little more pink in color, where the Optimum is more of a deeper purple.
Okay, good.
It's the biggest way to tell them apart. Very nice shot.
Oh, so good. Eliana just has worked so hard on her game. She
And it shows.
yeah, she really just practices a lot. I don't know what Taylor.
Was that towards us?
I don't know.
All right, well, I hope she's going to do something cool. Maybe that's what that means.
Yeah, maybe. All right, at least the 7-pin wasn't there. At first I thought I saw a glint of a 7-pin. I'm like, don't leave a 7-pin. Do you have nightmares about pocket 7-10s?
I do. I really do. I leave them a lot. Oh, I leave them so much.
It's the worst. You're like, come on.
Yeah, they've gotten to the point that they've kind of gotten under my skin. That's the one where I have to really, like, mentally reset after, because I'm like,
Yeah.
so aggravating.
I was watching the show this week, and Jordan's was like,
Yeah, so painful.
That-
so painful.
I
It
just
hurts.
hurt for her.
Yep.
I'm like, oh my gosh. Because it really wasn't that bad of a shot.
No, definitely not. Bowling can be cruel. Sometimes you're better off, like, throwing it a little bit worse so that, like, maybe a light mixer or, like, you'll trip a 4 rather than 7-10, right?
Yeah.
Plays mind games with you, and then you're like, well, that doesn't make sense. I want to throw a good shot, but I want to get rewarded for it.
Right, yeah. Hey, you're right. Like, some houses, light mixers are way better than pocket shots. Do you adjust for that?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely a strategy. If you see that, yeah, you'll kind of always want to stay ahead of the move, because you know if you hit the pocket, you're more likely to hit flat. But like if the light mixer is carrying, you just kind of always stay ahead of it and play that.
Julie, I believe, is Gianna going to make it to the live stream next game?
How many
Trying to
do they
look.
move? 3 or 4?
I think, yeah, 3 or 4.
If it's 3, I believe she will be on this right lane, this
Okay.
right there, the next game. If it's
Yeah.
4, we will just miss her. Oh no, I think I looked at the wrong lane. 1, 2. No, I believe she just skipped over
She's
us.
going to go
Yeah.
past us.
Yep, either way.
Sorry, Julie. Oh, yeah, Julie already knows. She's like, no, she'll be right on the right side. I love that you're just hanging out with us, though.
I looked at the wrong Gianna name. That was my Gianna is right next to her.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, she's right
That's
here.
where I got confused.
Oh, so you kind of
I
see her
can
in this
count.
game a little
I
bit.
can count. I just got confused.
Yes. There's
Confused with the
too
name.
many Giannas. It's a pretty name, though. I like the name Gianna.
She's just grinding away over there.
Yeah. How's your Gianna doing? How's your...
We're struggling a little bit today, but
Yeah.
she's working through it. This is definitely more of her uncomfortable shot to play. We saw that a little bit at Junior Gold, and she did work on it before coming here, and now it's a little uncomfortable again. So just something that needs a little more work, and she'll get there.
Good.
The only way that you can learn is to get out here and experience it. Know what you need to do to be better moving forward.
True story.
Very nice shot.
Amanda Morris is just getting, like, she cannot catch a break on this pair. It's like, she keeps making little moves, and she'll strike, and then maximum penalty. Good try there. Another annoying spare, the
Oh,
baby
yeah.
split. Do you have tournaments where sometimes you're making those like 100% of the time,
Yeah.
and others it's
The the 310 and the 3610, there are just some situations where I could literally shoot those with my eyes closed and know I'm gonna make them, and then other times it feels like the lane is like doing waves and like leaning left and right as the ball is going down the lane, and I'm like, I can't make this twice to save my life.
And of course, those are the days you leave it the most.
Of course,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It's not convenient. Yeah, I'd say all these girls could keep moving left. Just when in doubt, move a little board left.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think a good chunk of them are kind of getting trapped in where all the traffic is, like at their laydown point and early in the front part of the lane. Makes it hook, and then they make an angle adjustment, and they go light, and you kind of get that over-under, where I think the move at this point, this late in the day, and given how everyone's playing the lanes, is just kind of keep moving left and trap that head pin. Tighter angles to the pocket.
I think you're right. Eliana's having a really solid game. That looked a little right. Oh, got away
very
with
nice.
it. Yeah, she's in the right part of the lane.
Absolutely.
Are you gonna check our friend's watch again? See
Yeah,
how
I'm going to
many
have to go
miles?
ask. I'll check in after this game. I'll report back.
Good.
He's getting his workout in this weekend.
Really is. I think he'll get his workout in next weekend too, for the PBA regional that's here.
Okay.
ABC Gates is they're
They got
kicking
lots
off.
coming
they're,
up.
they're coming. They're like, all right, it's time. The weather has changed, and we are ready.
What a great place to be, like, now that we're coming into the fall also. I know the PWBA is here in November. Upstate New York is awesome once we get into October, November with the leaves changing colors. And it's beautiful up here.
Yeah, the New England colors, they're amazing.
I'm excited for that. I think I saw Starbucks announced their fall drinks coming out soon.
Oh, I did.
Like within the next 2 weeks.
I
end
know
of
they've been
August,
doing
yeah.
like little funny posts every day, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah. I love fall. I really do. I love football. I love it gets a little colder. It's great. Last year we were in Rhode Island in the fall, which was very pretty.
Very nice.
Yeah. The colors really hadn't totally changed, which was surprising because it was like October, and like end of October, but November will be perfect.
Yeah, it has a lot to do with, the weather.
Yeah.
As everything. This year will be interesting. We've had a lot of really hot days here, I believe. I know I've been in and out a lot, but I believe every time I've swung through this area, it was scalding hot.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting.
I feel like that was the whole country this year. It was just hot everywhere.
Yeah, that's true. It seemed that way.
Yeah. Because Utah, we had unseasonably hot weather.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's always hot, but it was like over 100 for many, many days.
Yeah.
My electric bill told me so. It's like, what is this? Oh, I like that shot.
Very
I think
nice.
Aurora keeps moving. That was a great shot, Aurora. I think she really wanted it to strike, and I feel that. I understand.
Absolutely.
Rena made the right move, but I think that ball's just too big, right? Needs something a little cleaner.
Make this spare and get the opportunity to look at something in the fill, hopefully.
Oh, John knows. His name is Ryan. Thank you, John. We were trying to
I
remember.
was looking at
I
that.
know.
I'm like, who is he talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's right, Ryan. Yeah.
All right, you got a question from Julie.
Healthy meals. Okay, so like as far as meal prepping goes, I actually do this a lot when I'm home. If I'm gonna be home for a week, that's kind of my go-to. I really like for lunch making salads with grilled chicken. I really like salmon. Sometimes I do salads with salmon. For the evening, I usually do some form of chicken with rice and a vegetable. I've done the Beyond Meat patties before. I really like them. I make that with taco seasoning, and same thing, like mix that with some brown rice. Really, really good. What else do I do? Again, sometimes the salmon. It's hard. I don't like meal prepping the salmon that far out. Like I usually just do that for like if I can do that for like lunch and a dinner, that's perfect. But yeah, mostly just focus on finding different kinds of protein that they like. Obviously, eating chicken every day gets very boring. So like the seasoning is really important.
Yeah.
Making sure that you have a good flavor to it, and yeah,
Yeah,
Those are my
and changing
go-tos.
up the flavor, right? Like one day you might do like taco seasoning, but
Right.
a different day
Yeah,
might be something different.
Exactly. I will be honest. I'm not the most creative with food, but I also am not home that often.
Yeah.
Right. Like my priority is always trying to find ways of eating healthy on the road. And when I'm home, like everyone's like, "Don't you get bored of eating that?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm only here for 3 more days, and then I'm gone. So
Right.
I won't do this again until next month." So it never gets boring for me.
Right.
So I would imagine if you're trying to do this like week in and week out, you probably need more variety than I have. So
Right.
maybe if you guys find some stuff, send them my way, and I'll work them in.
Yeah, she can give you some tips for the road, which is very hard. Eating healthy on the road, people don't realize how hard
It is. It's very challenging. Very, very challenging.
Because even at restaurants, they are adding things to the food that you don't even know. It's like not on the menu, and yeah, not good.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you can make the healthiest choices possible, but you're still at the mercy of where you're
Prep,
going and
yeah.
how it's being made.
Right.
So one thing I just saw the other day when I was walking through Target, obviously Target is a big staple on the road. You can kind of get everything you need there at once. They have like meal prep bags already prepared. I
Oh,
don't know if this
nice.
is a thing that everyone knows about, but I've
Huh.
never seen it before. And yeah, they give you a little recipe. They have all these different options. They give you a recipe, and everything's already in the bag. So if you need, rice and a can of beans and all
Oh,
this
that's
stuff, like it's
great.
in the refrigerated section, so they're all there and ready to go, and you
Yeah.
just grab it and go. And it tells you how to do it.
I'm sure, I have noticed the grocery stores have finally started to pick up on the fact that people are ordering like it was like HelloFresh and all those
Yeah.
different types of meal
Right.
prep. So I think they finally like, yeah, we'll make your meal prep for you. I'm a sucker for air fryer veggies.
Oh, very good.
Oh my goodness. I got an air fryer probably 2 Black Fridays ago,
Nice.
and that is money. All right, Amanda salvaged as much as she could of this game. I feel for
Sure.
her.
This was a grind. I know
Yeah.
there were a couple of hiccups out there, like on both of these pairs, but overall, when I look up there, there's a lot of low count spares, like 7 count spares, 6 count spares, and that's really impressive because they're struggling, but they're keeping their head in it. And they're getting
Yeah.
every pin that they can.
I
That's
didn't
the
see
fight.
anyone get frustrated.
Yeah, yeah.
And Ava tried to leave the Greek church twice. Just for the first one was fun, so she's like, "Oh, let me try again."
I'm sure that was the thought process.
Yeah, right.
No,
All
they're
right.
fighting out there for sure.
Danielle, I believe we have Kelvin coming in for game
Awesome.
number 5. We're gonna finish it up with him. Oh, and we have Olivia Lizzie coming to this pair, so it should be a fun game. Danielle, thanks so much for spending the weekend with us. Good luck
Absolutely.
with all your travels.
Thank you so much.
Maybe bring home a couple international wins.
Oh,
That'd be
I'll
fun.
try. That
All
would be
right.
fun.
Cool. We'll be right back, everyone. All right, and we are back. We have one pair that is here, one pair that's coming, and we're joined by Kelvin again.
Hello.
Kelvin, what have we missed in the booth today at ABC Gates?
Just a lot of striking, actually.
There is some
Um,
striking.
Boys U18 is actually bowling pretty good. So yeah, you guys probably. I don't think they. Have you had them on live stream?
We had them game
Game one?
Yeah, so we
Okay.
didn't. Yeah, we heard.
Yeah.
I had no idea Jake shot 300,
Yeah.
and then you made the announcement. I'm like, oh, good, Jake.
Yeah,
Or someone did. It might have been Dave.
it was Dave.
All
Yep.
right, Dave made it.
Dave beat me to it.
Dang. Dave's like, I'm on it.
Yep.
Well, that is the one thing this weekend. You guys are on it.
We try to be. We try to be.
Ryan's running to get Deadwood. Has he ever fallen?
He hasn't fallen yet. We tell him not to run all the time. He stumbled a couple times, but he's caught himself every time.
Okay, all right.
But no, he is not fallen yet.
Okay, I'm just wondering. And we've got Kendall Craig here, and Olivia Lizzie. Kendall's going to SCAD. She's already committed.
Okay.
She's heading there next year, I believe.
Heading to the next level.
Yes, Olivia Lizzie, of course. What a shot!
Great shot.
I asked her mom how she was doing yesterday, and she's like, she's not doing good yet. I'm like, well, there's always next game.
Yes.
So I don't know how she's doing today. Let's look at it. Let's look at some scores
All
for
right.
these girls. They might still be putting in the scores. So Olivia's just grinding, it looks like. I'm not sure what she shot last game, but she's having a grinding weekend. Kendall's solid. 170, 231. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
130. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on, Kendall. So we maybe this game will be the. She doesn't ever game 4, and we'll see if they can put those in. Also watching Amber Mason, Samantha, Madison Smith, Kaylee Stevens.
And Samantha, it's pronounced Churf.
Oh, good. You know. Good.
League bowler here.
Nice. You've learned that name.
I've learned that name. Took a while, but I've learned it. Yep.
That's pronounced Churf.
That's pronounced Churf. I don't know how though. But
Folks at home, it's CZERW. Is there another letter missing? Or?
no, that's it. That's all
Okay.
5 letters. and
Churf.
it's Churf. Yep.
All right, Samantha.
Yep.
That's cool.
And actually, I believe on her score sheet, I saw somewhere it had her name, and then in parentheses she put Churf, so
Oh, that's
everyone know how to pronounce it.
nice.
But
I
yeah.
love that. On 33 and 34, we're watching Dakota Collins, Jolie Penny, Ember Strasball, Rachel Lerman, Natalie Yale, and Gianna Verano, who, of course, is the youngest sibling of Danielle McHugh.
Of the superstar.
Yes. Superstars in that family.
Yes.
You got Nick, you got Victoria,
That
who's
is
at
true.
Vandy. Like, man.
But yesterday proved why Danielle is so good. She, as everyone knows, everyone probably doesn't know, but she practiced yesterday at the end of the tournament.
She did.
And-
On what the kids left over.
Yeah, and I even asked her, I'm like, I got to bring the oiler out because I'm going to get it ready for tomorrow morning so I can oil you whatever you want. She's like, no, I'll just bowl on this. I'm like, are you sure? She's like, yeah. She goes, I just want to throw the ball. Haven't thrown the ball in a while. I go, in a while? You just did a seminar and a demo that you bowled at. She's like, yeah, that was 2 days ago, though. I'm like, okay. All right. But
Yeah, she was working hard.
But I mean, that's dedication because it was after, 5 games bowled, 6 on a pair. I mean,
Yeah. Well, and she was here all day, all 10 games.
Yeah.
She was hanging out. Could have gone to dinner, could have hung out and not.
done anything.
Right.
And at least if you're going to bowl, at least, let me do the lanes for you so it's at least something fresh. But no, she's like, no, I'm good. Okay.
I just got a text from Chrissy Kent. She's probably watching because Gianna is close by. But I just got a picture of Victoria Verano, Natalie Kent, and Haley Lindley
Ah, look at that superstar trio.
No kidding, man. Another year at Vandy.
Yes.
I love that Ember has, this is a Beat the Champs jersey that all of the kids got for bowling. Beat the Champs is a really cool event in the Chicagoland
Okay.
area. It's historic. I think it's like 66 years old or something.
Okay.
And they do, they bring in a pro every year,
All right.
and the pros set the target score.
Okay.
And then most recently, they brought in youth that could try to beat the target score. So they
Oh, okay.
actually used Abigail Starkey and Joss Weems, who are from the Chicago area. So they set the youth target scores.
Okay.
And then all the kids try to beat their scores. Yeah. Which is
Nice.
such a fun event.
Something different.
Yeah. Something to consider for your area.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, and they can enter through their leagues, so they pay a little extra.
Okay.
I think they pay it through their, like, on top of their regular league fees, and then they're entered into this side tournament.
Okay.
And then they bowl their scores in the league
Oh,
to try to
yep.
beat. Like, there's one set day of like beat the champ day,
Okay.
and whatever their scores are count towards trying to beat that target score.
All right.
Yeah, super cool.
Since you brought up something called Beat the Champ, I might as well break some news here for whoever's listening
go.
in the
Breaking
Western New
news.
York area. So Buffalo is bringing back their version of Beat the Champ,
Nice.
which was a tournament that they had started there. And again, I think, as you just stated, I want to say it probably goes back 50, 60 years. But it's being revitalized by Joe Saccone and Sue Naljarowski up in Buffalo. And so they're bringing that back. It's going to start in September. And even though it's based out of Buffalo, we here at ABC Gates Bowl is going to be a part of that.
Cool.
So it's going to, the difference of this one compared to the last one was before when they did it was based only in the Buffalo local market for TV. But Joe Saccone pulled a few strings with the context that he has, and now it's going to be aired on MSG throughout the Finger Lakes area all the way to Erie, Pennsylvania.
Oh my gosh.
So we're going to be a part of that. So it's going to be on a cable network, which is going to start in September. So we're excited about that. And the TV show here is going to be in November.
Nice.
So we're excited about that. So it'll be the same thing. Beat the champ. Whoever wins that TV show comes back automatically as the champ for the next show. And then, the qualifiers got to try to beat that champ. So it'll be cool.
That is really cool. I love that. Well,
So-
breaking news for anyone
Yeah,
listening.
so we're gonna have some local bowling on TV starting in September.
That's got to be great.
Yeah.
I mean, the bowling community, I hope will get behind that.
Yeah,
so.
we're excited.
Yeah, that's awesome. You guys work hard up here.
We try. We just try to, and a lot of it's based on things, because everybody always hears about, things back in the day, how good it was, how bowling was back in the day. So we try to bring a lot of that back and try to reinvent it and bring it to today's game and let, today's bowlers get a taste of, what we got to do,
Right.
years ago. So
Yeah.
it'll be fun. Be something different, something nice. So, and then also the good thing about the Beat the Champ, there's 12 centers involved, and you'll get 4 shows. It won't be live; it's going to be taped. But the 4th show that's taped at your center, that one's going to have like the in-house qualifying that you were talking about.
Yeah.
So that 4th show will only have bowlers from that center for that show.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
Each
Yeah.
each center that's hosting the 4th show will only have bowlers from their center.
Nice.
So,
That's awesome. Really
so-
represent
yeah,
that local.
Yep, because we got a few centers that are smaller centers, but we're treating it all as everybody's equal, but they'll get to showcase some of their bowlers, so it's gonna be fun. We're excited about it.
I love that. Well, stay tuned if you're in this area. Be sure to. Do you know what channel it's going to be aired on?
It's gonna be on MSG,
MSG.
which is
okay.
a cable network. But yeah, it's gonna be on MSG.
That's awesome. Are you making anyone ineligible, like Doug Kent? Just Just kidding.
Yes, unfortunately, Doug cannot play.
Aw, see? Sorry, Doug.
Yeah, if you have a national title, you can't bowl.
Ugh.
But outside of that, everyone else is eligible to bowl.
I only say that because Chrissy tuned in. Here is Gianna Verano on a turkey, and I probably just jinxed her, but
Yeah, I've been jinxing a lot of people. I felt bad.
nope.
All right.
She's like, I got this. 4 in a row. That's awesome.
Continuing her good day.
Oh, yeah. Olivia's cousin's probably doing some Vandy moving today, too. I think Alyssa was there this summer doing some summer classes, but I bet she's watching. Hello, Alyssa Ballard.
I'm sure.
Yeah. So let me text. I'm gonna text Dell. I'm gonna say, where are you at? Because normally he'll comment.
You probably have like a superstar phone. Everybody's probably in your phone.
Well, yes.
Yeah, I know.
But I don't.
Let me just text someone. So like, get their number.
It sounds cooler than it is.
No,
but yeah.
I'm jealous.
No. There's a bowler, Garrett. He has only been bowling for a little while, and in his bio he said that Kyle and Belmo inspired him, and I'm like, dude, come find me after. Let's do a video because we'll send it to him.
Yeah,
and,
you just text him.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course.
Kirsty says they'll be here tomorrow. I did jinx Olivia. Olivia's struggling a little, I think.
Yeah.
I like her jersey, though. It's beautiful. It's like watercolor.
But, that's the unfortunate bowling. I mean, you can't be on all the time.
It's true.
But, take, the bad days, learn something from it, and, you move on to the next event.
I remember Natalie Yale, after, I want to say it was Rhode Island last year. She struggled through the tournament, and Kelly Kulik was watching her and found something in her fit. Mm-hmm. And after the tournament was all over, I think it was Sunday. It was either Saturday or Sunday. Natalie was still bowling with Kelly.
Okay.
And really working hard to get that fit worked through, and she's another hardworking bowler.
Okay.
She's like a Danielle after hours.
After hours, that's what it takes.
It is, and at the times that someone will see you doing it, but not everyone will see you doing it, and you just got to know deep down that it's for you.
Yes.
It's not for everyone else. Oh, Dell's here.
Yeah, Dell's
he said,
there.
way to cloud my niece. Yeah, that's what I do. I do that. I'm here. I'm here for you. Good morning, Dell. You probably just woke up.
Gianna with the front 5.
Killing it. See, I'm not clouding Gianna. I don't know why I'm clouding Olivia.
Great spare to 157.
Amber Mason got a shout out from our friend Scott. She bowls the Mid-Atlantic Tour. So many great youth tours out there.
There is. They're all trying to be like the Storm Youth Championship, though.
We just love them all. We love all the local tours. They're great.
Yeah.
You need a little bit of everything. You need the local, you need the regional, and you need the national.
Yep.
And Junior Gold is the largest.
Yes, I mean, everything's a stepping stone for something. And it's nice when everybody can work together, and the weekends are different, so the kids can pick what they go bowl everything, experience it all. Because the one thing I noticed, they're all a little different.
Yes.
In their way.
Kendall is striking a lot too here. See what she can do. She's another hard worker. Got it in. No. Maximum.
Way to go, Blair.
No. Maximum penalty. My bad, Kendall. That's on me. I'll take that one.
Yeah. Oh, way to go.
Well, I have turned into a little black cloud because I looked over and saw the other Gianna Brandolino,
Mm-hmm.
front four, and then I was like, oh, I'll say something about that. Even in my head,
Yeah.
I clouded her.
But at least she left, got 9 and was able to get a spare.
Yeah. Hey, you
Not-
can make this.
I'll say
Kendall can make this.
Not that we can't pick the Greek church, but I mean,
Yeah.
you cost her and count. At least.
You have some bouncy pins too. I mean, if split conversions can happen anywhere.
That's these new pins we put in.
Oh,
'Cause
really?
I was thinking the same thing at the desk. I'm like, man, poor Ryan's getting a workout.
Yeah, they are bouncy.
He did say yesterday that he recorded 24,000 steps yesterday.
24. My gosh, that's a lot.
Yeah, yep. 24,000 is what he recorded yesterday in steps. And we closed at the end of Storm Youth Championship, so that wasn't even him working extra and after.
Yeah.
That was just during Storm Youth Championships.
Oh man, that was I liked that shot that Olivia just threw.
Nice to be 20 though. So I told him, you're 20. It's okay.
It's like a day at Disney World or something.
Yeah, you're
Jeez.
good.
Yeah.
Make sure you're here on time tomorrow.
Yeah, really. Go get some sleep. He's probably doesn't even feel it today.
No.
It is nice to be 20.
Yeah. He's a good kid too because there was a tournament yesterday in Niagara Falls.
Oh yeah.
And they paid $4,000, and I know he wanted to bowl. He bowled last year. He bowled pretty good.
Yeah.
And I know he wanted to bowl, and he had asked me like 3 or 4 weeks ago. He's like, "I'm probably working SYC right now." I just kind of looked at him. I didn't say anything. He's like, "Yeah, all right. I'm not gonna go bowl that tournament." I'm like, "No, if you want to bowl, you can bowl."
Yeah.
And he was like, "No, I'll be there." He goes, it's a big tournament, so I got to work. So we thank him for that because I know he really wanted to bowl.
Well,
but
can we gift Ryan a bowling ball for being here this weekend?
we can
Okay.
get Ryan a bowling ball.
All
Yes.
right. Well, I will happily gift Ryan a bowling ball. So let me know what ball he wants, and
Okay.
we'll send him one.
All right.
Because that's a great
Yeah.
great story and 24,000 steps.
24,000. That was just yesterday. But yeah.
My watch was yelling at me because I didn't take any steps. It's like, are you still alive?
Yeah. There. Hello, are you there?
Yeah. Oh, I thought Ember was gonna get a strike there. Dang. I was pulling for little Brooklyn love. Dakota's jersey, you can't tell this on at home, but it's got little skeletons hidden in the design, and they're like dancing on the flowers. Like, it's such a cool jersey.
Yeah.
The jersey game is on point.
The imagination,
Yeah.
the creativity it's out there because I don't think anyone really has the same jersey either.
Nope.
I think we have like 142 different jerseys.
Yeah. Right.
Olivia's gonna throw this one for Dell.
Yes, she is. Our friend Del Ballard. Oh dear.
All right, maybe I'm just
See,
as much
you're
of a
just
cloud as you are.
We're a good combo here. Black Cloud. No, actually, Del is the epitome Black Cloud. He probably tuned in, and that's why everything's going
That's why-
going sideways. But shout out to Del Ballard. Shout out to Olivia and her mom, Kathy, Dora, and Lizzie. They're running the BBBC table this weekend. So we have 2 charities at the SYC Make-A-Wish, which is new last year. $5 of every entry goes to Make-A-Wish Utah.
Okay.
We granted 2 wishes last year. So we're hoping to grant at least 1 this year. It's a little slower this
Okay.
year. But the Ballard versus the Big C, of course, is named for Dell.
Yep.
Dell fought throat cancer. And now they have a great organization, BBBC, that is a bowling charitable giving
Yes.
organization, which is great.
Yes, I was over at that booth, and that's why I don't have any money right now. I spent it all over there.
Amen. Shout out to little Malia, not so little anymore. She's moving into college too. She's going to Jack State, tuning in to watch her buddy Kendall bowl. I bet it's weird for Kendall because Kendall and Malia were inseparable at the SYC, and now Malia's off in college.
Left her by herself.
Dang it, Malia, you got older.
But going to Jack State is nice though.
Yeah. It's another big program.
Another-
Vandy, Jack State.
Another
Ooh,
powerhouse.
man. It used to be just a couple. Now it's
Yeah.
like Wichita, Nebraska, then Jack State, Vandy,
Arkansas State is still pretty
Arkansas
good.
State. Yeah. It's just endless. Lots of college opportunities. And then you can't leave out the NAI teams, Pikeville.
Pikeville.
Yeah.
This is our game 5, right?
This is it.
This is it.
This is it.
Finale.
Yeah, let's see what's happening. U18 girls. Gianna Brandolino jumped into the lead. So
They're in 217.
she is. Today is her day. Look at this long day. She's plus 126 on the long through 4.
235, 231, 242, 218.
Pretty solid.
That's very solid.
Yeah. Abby shot 207 last game. She's trying to make some room back up, but
Make some noise.
yeah, she was leading going into today, but Gianna on the long, and she's striking a lot this game too. So
Yeah.
looks like we're gonna make some history.
And she's been here before, so she knows how to close.
Yeah,
We like to be part of history here at ABC Gates Bowl. Not that we're rooting for anybody, but we
No.
do like history.
yeah. This is a big. If Gianna Brandolino wins today, this will be number 13, which is record breaking on boys and girls side.
Okay.
Yeah, so she will be the most decorated SYC bowler ever.
Wow. That's special.
Now, the only thing I will say about that is Gianna has bowled unbelievable, and her record for number of events that she's bowled
Mhm.
is incredible. Like
Okay.
it's she's only not won a couple of times when she's bowled. She
Well.
hasn't bowled every tournament.
Okay.
Now, back in the day, we only had 2 tournaments a year.
Okay.
So now there's a lot
Lot
more
more.
tournaments. Yeah, and Spencer and Jillian. Spencer was already in the U15, maybe even U18 when
he
he
started.
started. So
So he
they,
racked up a lot of wins quick.
yeah, and Jillian, like I think all of the, and even John Martin, Jillian's dad, brought up in Columbus, and I would have to go back. Like we have to go back before Bowmetrics to look up Mabel Cummins' record because Mabel was a great youth player, and she only had maybe 1 or 2 years before the or before she aged out of the SYC.
Okay.
And John told me he's pretty sure she won every time she bowled. So she only has like 2 or 3 titles, but she's
undefeated.
100%. Like,
She's undefeated.
yeah. So I'd have to go back. We need to go back and do some record research.
So I have a question for you then, since Jillian Martin was a big part of SYC. Since Jillian Martin was a big part of SYC,
Yeah.
how does it make you guys feel that you see her now on the professional level and the successes she had, knowing that she came through
Oh my goodness.
the tournament circuit of SYC?
I will tell you that when we watched, just kind of like when we're watching Gianna bowl, right?
Mhm.
Like there are players that you watch that you're like, this is different. And I told this story when Jillian was still bowling as a youth player. Jillian did something I've never seen any youth player do ever. So Jillian we were in Smyrna, Tennessee,
Okay.
and she was probably 15, maybe 16, and her lane broke down, and
Okay.
she had a 10 pin, and it was a very extended breakdown, right?
Okay.
You know, every player faces this.
Mhm.
And I looked over and I'm watching Jillian and I'm kind of timing it because I'm like, okay, we need to figure out what's going on, right? And it's Jillian. So you're
Right.
like, okay, is this going to be a
Right.
bad thing, right? And Jillian started doing jumping jacks.
Stay loose.
And I'm watching this and I'm like, what is happening right now?
Right.
And she did jumping jacks until the lane got fixed and she went up and
And got the
shot her
spare?
10 pin and made the spare.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, at that point, I'm like, this is a different.
She's special.
This is a different bowler.
Yeah.
So yeah, now watching, like when I text her dad, it's like he I mean, he made me cry this week because he was texting after a win last week. He's like, I'm just happy that you all are part of seeing this whole
Right.
journey, right? Like that's the key. Like, and they were just as Gianna's family and all the great families that come through. They're
Right.
so giving to others. It's not like, you know, they've learned a lot along the way, but they're giving back and they're teaching others along the
Sure.
way. And Jillian and John were the same. So, but Gianna's one to watch too. She's already going out and bowling regionals, and she's gonna bowl on the tour.
And I'd ask that question because on a smaller level with our Bud Light Challenge,
Yeah,
it's funny because we're just a small little amateur scratch tournament, but it was known for how hard we made the lanes,
right.
and it's impressive to know that BJ Moore, when he won Bud Light Challenge, he wasn't 21.
Yeah.
Like that was kind of like one of his first big wins, and everybody knows BJ Moore now.
Oh yeah.
Andrew Anderson, when
Yep.
he won, he wasn't 21. He was
Yeah.
just starting out. J.R. Raymond, when he won, like he was just starting
Yeah.
out. Didn't I remember when Zeke,
Yeah.
when he
yeah.
came, the first
Yep.
time he came, like no one really knew who he was, and like
Yeah.
he absolutely like destroyed the lanes, and he
Yeah.
just got his first regional
Yep.
title, and it's just kind of funny to all these guys you look at now their careers, and me and Dave look back like wow, we remember when they first came to Bud Light Challenge when nobody knew who they were,
Right.
and we were sitting back watching like these are going to be they're going to do great things because we know how hard we make the lanes, and we saw how easy they made the lanes look.
Yeah.
And just to sit back and watch where they are now, it's like wow, impressive.
Well, and I think like that's so important because some of the we had a lot of new bowlers at this SYC, especially this specific one,
Mhm.
right? And so a lot of them are going to go home and they're going to maybe not feel super thrilled about how they bowled right away,
Mhm.
but the fact that they were here and they learned will make them better the
Yes.
next time they come out.
And
And I hope they keep coming out.
and I think what it'll do too is they'll can't wait for the next one.
Yeah.
They'll want to bowl the next one.
Right. Yeah, because I remember when little Gianna was just showing up at the SYC for the first time. Her and Abby, they were wearing their tall knee socks, and they were good, but they weren't what they are now. I mean, they've learned and grown too. So it's
So actually, when SYC came here the first time last year,
yeah.
we actually, I don't even know if you know this, but we have a bowling pin at the front desk. And Gianna was actually the first youth bowler we had sign this pin
Oh, nice.
because we watched her bowl when she came here in April last year. So then we decided, you know what, we're going to do with this pin. So we call it our Future Hall of Fame Bowlers Pin.
Nice.
So we started it at SYC when you guys came last year, and all of the youth bowlers, we get their autographs on this pin because
Oh,
one
that's
day
so
we
cool.
want to look back and
You'll have
we'll
the
have that and be
autograph-
like,
yeah.
I remember when Gianna bowled here when she was 15, 16, 17,
Right.
whatever the age is, and
Yeah.
so yeah, we have it sitting at the front desk now, and there's a few more that's bowling today that the end of the tournament we're gonna have them autograph our pin, and so yeah, it's just one of those cool things that we wanted to do for ourselves to just have the memories because
Right.
again, sometimes you can see that special thing in that person, and that they're gonna go on to do big things.
Absolutely. And then you
So-
have like Kendall Craig. I remember when she started bowling SYCs and she has learned so much and grown so much. Like there's some some of the names, right? Because they bowled great at
Right.
the national level consistently. But just like you said about the Bud Light Challenge, there's some sneaky ones that will sneak through
Mhm.
and they'll sign that pin and you won't know their name now, but
Right.
later,
Later.
yeah. They'll
Yeah.
come out of nowhere.
Oh yeah. And you can tell the ones that put in the work.
Oh
too.
yeah. Well, we're nearing the end, Ken. We're nearing the end. I almost called you Kendall.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about Kendall.
That's it. But she's right in front of you, so I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah. See, U18 boys. I wonder if Jake Boxty is still running away with it. He's another one that you better get his signature. Yeah, Jake.
Yeah, he's running away with it.
He is. So after his, where is he? So we're starting to get 300. He went 266. Jeez, who knows what you.
So he did for a 3-game span for games 2, 3, and 4. He did bowl 804.
He's good
with a 300 game.
He's really good. U15 girls. Oh, Anna Antony today is having a great day. She's minus 23, but I believe that Alyssa Randisi will be the champion, which is so fun. This is a fun story because Alyssa just moved up into the U15. Yeah, so she won at junior gold, and now she's gonna in the U12, and now she'll win in the U15. Eli Inkner, he's gonna pick up his first SYC title, which is another great. He's bold, an unreal amount of SYCs. He just is another one that's worked really hard. Every time he learns. He's bowled a lot, so it's fun. It's fun to see him take home his first title. Stevie Newton, she'll pick up her first title. Trevor Mason, he's a future Hall of Famer. He's in the U12. So Kendall's having a great game. I clouded her that one frame, but she survived the black cloud.
Yep.
And Amber is just can't get the splits out of her game this game, but she's solidly getting through.
And Gianna Varno did finish with 236.
Nice.
So it's a good game.
Yeah. She looks like she's ready to be done.
Yeah.
She's like, can we go home? Can we drive? Can we make that drive?
It's a long 2 days of competition, 3 days with practice session. It's a lot of bowling.
And Gianna's going to shoot 230 down there.
Yes. Yes, she is. She's very impressive.
She is.
She's probably one of the few that understands the game at a younger age.
Yeah.
And I say that because this long pattern's 47 feet. And you wouldn't believe how many people you've seen using Avalon pads, putting their bowling balls at like 360 and 500. And saw some at 180 grit too, but she's actually doing this with a shiny ball.
Yep.
Understanding that she needs back end motion. And she's just very impressive.
Yeah.
She has a great coach somewhere. She played the lanes, correctly all week, and especially on this long pattern.
Yeah, the long pattern was a tricky one. I think a lot of kids got tricked. Not Kendall, though. Kendall over here, 240.
240.
She's like, I'm here. I heard her mom. There was a yay back there. All right, if you've been watching all weekend, we want to thank you for watching the SYC and cheering on the kids. We want to thank Storm and all of the sponsors, and visit Rochester for sending in or giving an extra $1,000 to the prize
That's
fund.
what I heard. I didn't even know they were doing that, so that's awesome.
Yeah, we appreciate them and all of our sponsors. We love them all. Cool Wick was here this weekend. Turbo's a great sponsor. KEGEL, of course, they create the lane patterns for every event. PBA Junior.
Speaking of Cool Wick, those are some very cool people.
Yes, they are.
I was talking to them yesterday, and they're just some down to earth people. I mean, they're just a great group of people.
Yeah. Well, and it was great because Cliff was on this morning, and they're just a small family business. So if you're supporting them, you should feel good about supporting a family business in the bowling industry.
It was funny. They came in Friday. They got here a little kind of late, and they were setting up their stuff, and they kind of like just destroyed my bar area. And I was like, what are these guys doing? They just like took over. But after I didn't say anything. Some time went by, and then they're like well, don't worry, we'll put everything back the way it was. I'm like, oh, okay, no problem. But they were just explaining how they were running late, and most people don't know they had a missing skid, which is nerve-wracking in itself because
Yeah.
they obviously need it. But no, they were actually a great group of guys
Yeah.
and girls. There was a girl with them
Yeah.
too. But
Yeah. Brandy. That's
Brandy.
Cliff's
Okay.
wife. Yep.
But yeah,
Yeah.
they were an awesome.
Yeah.
group.
They're cool. Yeah, we love all our people and they love the SYC. Like that's what makes coming to a place like ABC. Like you guys love the kids as much as we do, and it makes it easy because if everyone's doing this, like here for the same reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Because if I'm not mistaken, they came from Florida.
They
correct?
did, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And they
And-
did have a little flight delay,
Yeah.
and they were sharing a rental car, and they were on 2 different flights. I'm like, how are you guys on 2 different flights?
Yes.
You're coming
Actually-
from the same area.
2 left already because their flights were at 2:30, I believe.
Oh,
So they
jeez.
took an Uber because I saw them on their way out.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Gerald and
Nick, yeah.
and Nick, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, they had a 2:00 flight, and he was saying Gerald said the same thing. He's like, we're all not leaving at the same time. Like we're going to the same place, and like no.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, all right.
That's
But,
funny. Yeah. All right, we're gonna watch Kaylee and Amber finish up. Amber worked really hard for this game.
Yeah.
She's gonna bowl 189, and it was hard work.
Couple splits in there.
Yeah, just a grinder. I would guess she's a musician. She's got music on her jersey. Maybe not, though. That's a junior gold jersey. I'm not sure. We'll see. I'll have to ask her.
She looked like she's glad it's over, though.
Yeah, no kidding. And with that, we've completed.
That's it. We're done.
Yeah, I know.
We don't have another block. I don't get the oil. This is it. I can go home.
That's it. We're done.
Yeah.
I know. But you have a ton of events coming up. This is just the start for you.
It's just a start.
Yeah.
Our season started this weekend in my mind. Although I am gonna put a vacation in there. I'm leaving next soon as the regional. Well, I don't even know if I'm gonna stay to the end of the regional next Sunday, but I'm leaving for North Carolina for a week
Good.
for the actual season starts.
You
And then,
deserve it.
Come back I'm coming back Labor Day, and then Tuesday, ready to go full blast, start the league season.
And if
go full
anyone's
throttle.
listening, if you're a PBA bowler or if you're an adult bowler, your Bud Light Challenge, the entries are open, right?
The entries are open, yes.
Yeah.
November 1st and 2nd.
Yeah, so check out that tournament. Kids, if you're listening, that's a tournament to put on your schedule when you're old enough to bowl, for sure.
Yes,
So,
and then for any of the women that are planning on bowling the PWBA regional, that's the same weekend. So we
nice.
moved it to that weekend, and like they try to give some of the ladies that are coming in for the regional an opportunity to bowl something else, so they can maximize their expense dollars.
I love
Since you're
that.
coming anyway, you can now bowl the whole entire weekend.
Well, that's great. Now, Kelvin, you aren't done yet because you know what we have to do? We have to award some
We
champions.
do. We have to award some champions.
There's some kids that won some trophies that they've
Yes.
looked at in the tournament office all weekend.
Those nice New York trophies.
Yeah,
That is like the best design ever.
yeah,
Like those are cool.
way cool. I know you want one, right?
Yeah, I do, but I don't know if I could beat any of the bowlers out there to get one.
I couldn't. I couldn't either. So, well,
So,
thank
yeah.
you all for watching. Kelvin, thanks for hosting us
Thank
this
you
week
for
at
coming.
ABC Gates, and we will be back.
All
I
right.
don't know when.
I
but
want you guys back.
We will be back, and we'll see y'all next month. We're going to Idaho, so we'll see y'all next month in the middle of the month. And
One last thing for everyone listening. Make sure everyone wish Leanne a happy birthday today.
Yes,
Today is her
yes.
birthday. So
Miss Leanne, yeah, go. There's a post on Storm Junior. There's a post everywhere. Go find Leanne and tell her happy birthday. So we'll see y'all next month.
You've been watching the 2024 SYC New York. The SYC New York would not be possible without the generous donations from our sponsors: Storm Bowling, Cool Wick, PBA Junior, KEGEL, Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Shoes, Ray's Eyewear, Ballard's Bowling Academy, Master Industries, Quality Respite and Home Care, and by T&D Transportation. Special thanks to the official scoring system of the Storm Youth Championships, Bowlmetrics. The preceding was produced exclusively by Storm Bowling. For more information on upcoming events and more, please visit stormbowling.com. Once again, thanks for watching.